Right, yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, yeah, Talk Studio crashed. It hasn't for a while, so that's almost just it's almost surprised me, but we're back on StreamYard nevertheless. And yeah, no one else has turned up. Obviously, Io was there, but he hasn't turned up yet. I'm sure he'll be here in a sec. Josh will be on. Dom will be on. Um, and I'm not sure about the rest, to be honest, because for me anyway, StreamYard limits at least what 6 people. So yeah, that is a problem. Hopefully, Talk Studio doesn't play up again, but hey, it is what it is. But we are joined by only Seb at the moment, whilst others are about to join us. How you doing, Seb? You good?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, I was at the game on Friday. It was really good to be back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, now you've mentioned the game, I might as well ask you. Like, we were in the middle of discussing about the game on Friday, and when you consider the results over the weekend, Hull beating Man United, Tottenham getting slaughtered, Man City not even looking that convincing, and then even Chelsea, I think they're 3-2 up at the moment, so
Is it three
they're
two? Or
still
is it? Oh, it
leading.
is 3-2.
Yeah, yeah, 3-2 Chelsea at the moment, but yeah, what would you make of the game overall, Seb? I mean, it was pretty comfortable, wasn't it? But listen, Coventry, considering they're a newly promoted side, and you don't really know like enough about them, really, do you? Like these newly promoted teams are, um, especially away from home when they had no pressure really, and the pressure was on us to perform, and we went out and performed, and actually gave us 22-23 vibes. I ain't gonna lie, that right hand side of Odegaard, White, and Saka, that trifecta. You've got Havertz chipping in. You've got Zolis, who played very well. Mars Lewis Skelly in midfield. It was actually an enjoyable game to watch, and it felt like the handbrake was off. I mean, do you feel the same way, Seb, after watching that on Friday?
Yeah. To be fair, I thought it was a very good performance. I thought, yeah, we showed the rest of the league why we were champions. The only disappointing thing is that we should have scored more. Should have been like four, five, six, seven. But you can't argue with a 3-0 win on the opening day. And yeah, it was kind of a free hit for the promoted side Coventry. But to be fair to them, I thought they were going to really sit back and completely lock it up, but they didn't actually. I thought they actually came and getting and tried to attack us when they come. The thing is, we've seen Frank Lampard's teams before. They like to be bullish in the midfield. They like to be a powerful side, and we did see that at times. But I was actually surprised how easy it was for us to actually cut them open, which we did at times, and which we did at times, which we did at times in the first half, which was great to see. But yeah, I'm happy with that opening day win, and it just shows you that you needed to be switched on, especially considering all the other results this weekend, especially. Obviously, don't get me wrong, there'll be tougher tests to come, and I do think Coventry is going to go back down. No disrespect to them, but I just don't think they're good enough for the Premier League right this minute. But it was a good win, and it's yeah, got it left off to where it started, and hopefully this is what we can see from Martin Odegaard and Saka now, because they both need good seasons. I thought they were brilliant, and hopefully we see more of this. Solis did look good. I was happy with him. Havertz, I thought played well. He took his goal nicely. I thought we scored some good goals, and yeah, I think that's the kind of message we want to send. We want to send out. Start with a win, a convincing win, and yeah. The only disappointment is that we didn't score more. That's the only. But other than that, I can't really complain. And it was great to be back there under the nights and see all my mates again, and yeah, reminding everyone that we are the champions of England.
Hmm. Yeah, well, 100%. Dom, can you guess why we're back here
Uh,
on
I'm gonna have to
StreamYard?
I'm hazarding a guess that you had the Wheel of Death many times over.
Yep. Exactly
Nice.
that. I don't know where everyone
show?
is. I mean, I love the fact you were trying to ask me that question on WhatsApp, and I was like, well, listen, pretty much everyone was here. I think Io was there, Tom was there, but because StreamYard limits only 6 people for me anyway, I had to leave a few out, you know, and that's the issue. Josh hasn't arrived yet anyway. And I don't know where Io is. So, yeah. But Dom, we might as well come to you regarding the Coventry game. What more do you want to say, really? You know, comfortable winners. Exactly what the doctor ordered, really, because I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit concerned going into it, because not because of like the quality of the opposition, but the fact Coventry was, I think I said earlier that Coventry weren't really playing with much pressure.
They had nothing
Whereas
to lose,
Arsenal, yeah, nothing to lose, and because
a few Coventry fans
Coventry,
said after the game that the game this weekend against Hull is the one they need to win. Wasn't so much against us.
Yeah,
it's a free hit.
Yeah, for them it is, yes. For us, no game's a free hit. But for them, it was, yes.
I mean, from what I heard of what Seb said, Rory, I think that pretty much summed it up, right? I mean, Arsenal, you'd expect them to win the game, but, you know, you saw the results of the weekend, Hull, Brentford, you know, City run close by Bournemouth, who are obviously a good side. You know, Newcastle have lost their entire midfield and yet, you know, gave Liverpool a real fright. Like, these opening day games are really, really hard, particularly away from home. Obviously, we were at home for this one. Which I think helped. I would have been a lot more nervous had we been at Coventry rather than at the Emirates. But
remember Brentford.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we were a much worse side then. We come a long way since then, and that was a perfect storm of an evening with COVID and their first game in the Premier League Friday night.
We weren't prepared that day.
We were definitely undercooked, but I think we were also undercooked because we barely trained because we'd had half the team out with COVID. But you know, It was Friday night under the lights, new team into the league,
new stadium as well for them.
Exactly, yeah. You know, but it just show how dangerous it is. And I think these opening fixtures, you just have to try and get the points on the board if you can. But Arsenal put in a performance, particularly first half. Movement was good. You know, didn't give Coventry every respite. Showed the quality gap. You know, defensively, I think, again, we looked really, really solid. I think they touched the ball in our box until the 70th minute. And again, yes, it's Coventry, but to restrict them to not touching the ball in the box until 70 minutes in it is still really quite impressive. And then second half, we rotated. We took players off that needed to come off. I think most of those subs were pre-planned. You know, obviously Declan coming in for Bruno. I'm no problem with Bruno and Bukayo. Declan and Bukayo Saka coming off the bench. I didn't really want to see them start. I got why Rice started. I think we should have gone with a different right wing option because I don't think we needed Bukayo for this one. But equally, manager wants to win this first game because if he doesn't, the narrative is, well, we've seen what it's like with Manchester United and that. So you got to win it. But yeah, really, really impressive and made the changes. You know. You look at the players we didn't have in that side and didn't play. You know, obviously Saliba and Timber out injured. No Martinelli. No, you know, Gyökeres didn't play in the game either. You know, and other players didn't play as well. So it shows your depth is there, and I think we will add to it this week.
Yeah. Now you mentioned Gyökeres, like what would you guys make of this speculation? Because again, I think we mentioned it a few weeks ago that this Julian Alvarez and Gyökeres debacle just isn't, you know, fading away for some reason. I don't know whether it's a case of, you know, Arsenal swapping Alvarez for Gyökeres anymore, or if Arsenal want Julian Alvarez and Gyökeres, or if it's a case of Arsenal getting rid of Gyökeres for, I don't know, Barcelona, whatever, right? And then, you know, us getting Julian Alvarez. I don't really know what is going on at this point, if I'm honest. But what do you guys make of it?
Yeah, it's a strange one, and the thing is that it's clear that Kai Havertz is Mikel Arteta's main man. Not that I agree it should be, but that is clearly it. Because if you think about it, he's all the important games last season, the Carabao Cup final, the Man City game at the Etihad, Arsenal's crucial last home game against Burnley, Champions League final, last week in the Charity Shield, and now this. All those games Kai Havertz has started and Gyökeres has been on the bench. But the fact that he didn't come on really does raise alarms. The thing is that most people say that Gyökeres doesn't really fit the system, and you can probably see why. But I think he had a good season last year. 21 goals.
21 goals is a good first season.
I think that is a good first season. And don't forget, we won the league and he contributed. So you can't really complain. And I know it's pretty obvious Arteta wanted Sesko over him due to the system, and it was Berta that really pushed for Gyökeres. But yeah, I don't quite like the fact that he hasn't even come on. And I do actually think there is a possibility he could go, because if you think about it, if we're going to sign in like an Alvarez, it's highly unlikely we're going to keep Havertz, Gyökeres, and Moreno. I think one of them, on the balance schemes of things, will probably be moved on. I know Jesus will be moved on, so I won't include him in this. But if you think about it, I still think he's a good striker, and is it maybe an age thing because he's only just turned 28 and he's going to turn 29 next year. So maybe is Arteta looking at this saying maybe this could be the last chance to get some money for him from a business point of view. So I don't know, but yeah, this is strange. I like him. I'm backing him this season to succeed. Remember when you asked Rory at the end of the show about who's going to be the guy who's going to be your guy? I said Gyökeres, and I've got him in my fantasy league as well, which shows you how much they do have in him. But it's pretty clear Arteta doesn't really seem like he really fits the system. And don't get me wrong, if we signed Alvarez, I'll be more than happy with that. And yeah, maybe he's a better fit. Maybe Havertz is a better fit for the system. But in terms of you want goals to win titles, and who would you rather get the goals? If you rather have that chance when you're drawing 1-1 in a game we must win, or 0-0, you've got one opportunity to put that ball away. In the 90th minute, you've got one chance to win the game. That could be a season definer to win your league or win your trophy. Who would you rather it fell to? Me, it's Gyökeres all day long. I feel more comfortable him banging that in than Havertz banking that in.
I think Gyökeres is undoubtedly the better finisher. I mean, I do have a slightly different analysis on it to Seb there. So I don't read anything into the fact Gyökeres didn't come in on Friday night at all. I think Declan Rice was obviously a pre-planned sub. I think Bukayo Saka a pre-planned sub. Odegaard a pre-planned sub, as was Calafiori. I can't remember who the last sub was. Zorlis, wasn't it? So I think 4 of those were pre-planned subs. And therefore, I don't read anything into Gyökeres going. I think if it is Alvarez that comes in, I think it is interesting to see what we do. I don't want to see Gyökeres go, and I don't think we will see Gyökeres go, because Martinelli is clearly on his way out. Jesus is on his way out. And I think there is a chance that you really need 2 attackers in, really, if you're seeing Martinelli go out as well. Definitely. And if Wanyeri goes out on loan. And I think if you then sell Gyökeres, that leaves you 3 to do in a limited market. And I'm not talking about time necessarily here, but there is a sort of limited market. Now, it depends, but we're no one knows what Arsenal are doing, but I think that's a lot of work to do in that scenario, which is why I don't think Gyökeres leaves. And I think actually, well, Arteta obviously wanted Sesko because he is the better system fit. I don't think there's any question about it. But equally, I do think he appreciated that Gyökeres offers him a different option, and we will see Gyökeres and Havertz start different games. But if it is Alvarez, does he go out on the left? Because I actually think the left-hand side is his better position. I really do. Or Alvarez, I think he's better coming in off the left. I think he's better coming off the left and as a number 9. Or do we see Eze move out onto the left with Zorlis? And when Odegaard doesn't play, we see Havertz and Alvarez with either together or with Gyökeres in sort of more of a front 2. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it is Alvarez, I mean, there's still a long way to go in that deal. But yeah, I don't see Alvarez going unless Arsenal really have got 3 players lined up, and that's a lot of work to do. But we know Berta does a lot of pre-work to get himself in a position where he can then do a lot of these transfers relatively quickly because he's done all the pre-work, all the negotiations on salary and what have you are done in advance. So it is possible, but I think unlikely. Hey,
do you guys see? No, go on.
Yo.
Go on.
No, yo.
Yo,
Yo, what's it, bro?
bigger fire again. Long time no see, bro.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what to say. Say yo, but I was just gonna say yo.
Yeah, bro. We're just talking Gyökeres, isn't it, bro? The fact he didn't come on
look,
Friday, innit? So,
Gyökeres.
how are you feeling about this, by the way? Because to me, like, if it's getting rid of Gyökeres and then bringing in Alvarez, who I get is like the best striker on the market currently, I'm not feeling it really. Because as Dom rightly pointed out, like, if you're letting go of Martinelli, Trossard, Nelson, Fabio, Jesus, and then Gyökeres, that is what 5 attackers
and
you're letting
Nelson.
go of in the Spurs.
Yeah, Reece
And
Nelson.
Yeah, I've already mentioned that.
But I mean, Nelson and Vieira don't really count. They weren't here.
They don't
last
really
year,
count.
but-
Yeah, they don't really count.
And the thing is, we do not want to be going in. We don't want to be going in as champions with the worst attack that we had last season. Because if Martinelli and Gyökeres do go and you don't bring in one attacker, or you only bring in one, then you have kind of weakened your attack a little bit. But that's the thing. We really want to kick on, and getting rid of Gyökeres doesn't make Martinelli. I can understand. If with him, it is time to move on, but not with Gyökeres. Because I think there's a few factors into this. Like I said, about maybe age, maybe business point of view, maybe not a tactical fit, or maybe the fact that Arteta didn't want him. I don't know, but if it did, that was bizarre that he didn't come on. That did bizarre. And it was against his former club as well that he did well at. He did well at before we went to Portugal. He was so.
I kind of like this streak of ruthlessness Arteta's on right now. Selling Martinelli, dropping Gyökeres. I do like it. I do like it because Gyökeres I don't know. I wouldn't have shoehorned him into the game last in that game. I think Havertz deserved the 90 minutes he played. I feel like Havertz offers more for 90 minutes than Gyökeres. I feel like even the positions where okay, cool. What position who do you want in that position to score that goal if it was the 90th minute? Gyökeres really gets into that position. You know what I mean? His positioning sometimes just isn't good enough to be in that position. His physicality doesn't get him there. Look at Haaland. Haaland gets into these positions more because I feel like Haaland physically is just a better player than Gyökeres. He's more agile than Gyökeres. Gyökeres turns like a train. At times Gyökeres just he's hard to watch. Gyökeres, man, at points. Like I do like the streak of ruthlessness that Arteta is on right now, dropping Gyökeres, completely taking Martinelli out of the squad. Because I'm done with Martinelli as well. I personally, after last season, I was finished with him. I was finished with the guy, man. You can't offer nothing attacking wise for the last 3 years, and then think, I'm done with him. I felt more, which is crazy to me, that I felt more losing Trossard than I will with Martinelli. Generally, I haven't unfollowed Trossard on Instagram yet. I usually unfollow everybody we lose on Instagram. I still follow Trossard to this day. He's the only former Arsenal player I still follow. That's how much attachment I have to him. When Martinelli leaves, I will unfollow him on Instagram. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't feel anything towards the guy. He can't be that bad for us for that long. And you know what I mean? He's been terrible, bro. For me personally, I can't stand watching him as a left winger. Maybe he's been misplaced as he's not playing in the right position. But if you can't take on your man as a left winger for Arsenal Football Club, I don't want you. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done. That's me personally.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people have attachment to it.
And let's be honest. Let's be honest. For all the good things he's done, he has cost us a few times. Remember in that Champions League final, had a good. All we needed to do was square it, but no, he didn't. And then a few seasons ago, when we played Liverpool in a crucial game, when we were on verge of
I
winning
remember
the
what
league,
you're talking about.
all we needed to do was to play it through to Saka, but no, he didn't. He was right in when. Okay, he can be.
I think we're being a bit harsh on Martinelli.
Against Nottingham Forest as well. Yeah, but one league goal all last season is very poor,
Horrible.
and he hasn't scored
I get it right.
Since Wigan Athletic since February. That ain't good enough, and
It's not.
The thing is,
I'm not saying
the fact he has been a good servant. I'll give him that, and I like where he's come from, and I like where he's performing when we're at our weaker stage. But the last three seasons, he has regressed, and we can't keep waiting. You have to be ruthless sometimes on some players, and this is the last time now we're going to get.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not time to move on. By the way, and 60 million isn't a good deal for both parties. But we are forgetting that this guy was second in terms of
that's an unfortunate
GA
moment.
Out of our I think he got 18 GA in all competitions last season.
One
when you look at it on the panel,
that's very poor.
Yeah,
but we call Gordon crap as well. We call Gordon crap as well last season. But Gordon
had ridiculous.
Anthony Gordon had a good record in the Champions League as well, and in the Cups. Like you can't call Gordon crap. I get it, but you guys
crap. Yeah, I don't.
But do you guys think this is the right time to sell him though? We've got
money comes in. 100%.
Closes a week tomorrow.
So where I am on this. Yeah, go on, Roy.
I was just going to say the window closes a week tomorrow, right?
So I think where I am on this. Yeah, go on. Sorry, you keep freezing. Sorry, you kept freezing. I thought you were done. I do apologise. But where I am on this is, look, Martinelli has been a really good servant for us. Was it under 10 million? I want to say 6, but it might be 9 million we bought him for. We're going to sell him for 55, which in this market seems low, but equally, it's clear he's not wanted and his wages are quite high. And things like Savio aren't quite right. They didn't really pay 85 million for Savio because they're going to pay 55 for Marmoush to avoid playing Frankfurt any money.
So, with they're selling Marmoush for less than what
but that though is to get around the sell-on clause they have to Frankfurt. So they've switched the fees round.
Don't get lawyers involved. That is poor.
There's nothing you can do. It's within the rules.
Yeah.
But I'd be fuming if I was Frankfurt. But that's what they've done.
Definitely. Definitely. That's poor from what they've done.
So I don't really take Savio at 85 as a real.
Barely kicked a ball for them, and they're getting that. He's barely kicked a ball.
But as I say, I don't really count it as 85 million because that's not what.
I do think he's a good player, by the way. So.
Well, they're not really paying that. But anyway, back to Martinelli. Look, he's done a really good job at Arsenal over the years. He's been a really good servant, done everything we've asked him to do. I don't think he's necessarily regressed. His performances have got no. I don't think he has regressed. His performances have got worse, but I think it is because stylistically he operates best in space, and we saw it in the Champions League and in the Cups this season. He had space and he can get numbers. The problem is he doesn't have the ability to get past a man in a tight area of the pitch and deliver. And the reason his numbers have got worse and his performance have got worse is because he's denied that space in the Premier League. So I don't think he has regressed. I still think he's the same player he was in 22-23.
He's stagnated.
But he no longer works in an Arsenal side that face a low block constantly because it's not operating at its best. And therefore Arsenal are right to sell him. But, and here is the but, with Jesus going out, as well, we need to see enough players come in to make sure that the squad has the numbers and the quality to progress and to compete for trophies this season. So that is the big if he is sold is who comes in. And that's where I am on that.
This is the best.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying.
This is the best time to sell him as well. He's got 2 years left on his contract.
Definitely.
We leave it another year because we can't get a replacement. We leave it another year. He's going for 20 million next summer. No one is paying about 25 million for Martinelli next summer, bro. This is the best time to sell.
I know, but who are you replacing him with? That's the thing. Right, because if you're replacing him with Rashford, Williams, you might as well just keep Martinelli.
I'd rather we have Eze on the left end than sell Martinelli for next season for 25 million. I'd rather do that. I really don't. I'd rather do it. We're selling for 60 million. We're not going to get 60 million next summer. We're just not. Like, if you go for we'll probably see our Rashford 40 million last day of the window, or Rafael for 40 million last day of the window. That's probably what we're going to see. But I'd rather do that than not sell Martinelli for the maximum amount of money we can right now, because that's what we have to do. We can't. I know he's been a good servant and all that, but so is Carl Jenkinson. He had a good 2 years, at Arsenal. He had a good 2 years at Arsenal, Martinelli. Good 2 years. After that, he, as Vicky said, he's stagnated for 3 years. He's not doing anything for free. Oh, bro, no, man. Replace him. I don't think it's that hard to replace him.
Hold on a minute. He was, bro. I thought he was better last season than he was the season before.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think he was better last season than the year before. But
I think he was.
One goal in the Premier League.
We're not talking about just the Premier League. We're talking as a whole.
Yeah, but the Premier League. Yeah, but the Premier League.
Sorry,
and don't forget his last game, his last goal, FA Cup against Wigan in February. That ain't good enough.
Yeah, listen. I'm not saying we shouldn't move him on, but my point is, right, and let me just get this across. You lot, right, and I agree with what you say about Gyökeres, right? 21 goals and all that. And, we can all agree that Gyökeres technically isn't the best. But you, man, don't keep the same energy with Martinelli whatsoever.
Yeah, but Gyökeres, it was his first season, while Martinelli has been here.
His first season in the Prem. You can't give the same energy to that.
Well, Martinelli's been here.
If you give the same energy, if you give the same, Madueke played his first season last season for Arsenal. Yeah, his first season. Yeah, you might find it so easy to call.
Madueke was.
Madueke's not good.
That wasn't his first season in the Premier League. It was his first season.
Let me land. You gave Gyökeres. You can't compare Gyökeres and Martinelli. There's no way. Gyökeres is first season in the Premier League,
exactly.
and he's done what he's done. Martinelli has had ample time to improve. It's not like the season before that he wasn't crap. He was crap before that as well. He needed to improve last season, and he didn't. He needed to be able to take on his man last season, and he didn't. He can't play for Arsenal and not be able to take your man on. I'm sorry, he can't. He can't.
To me, I think he's been misprofiled. Right? Do you guys agree that he is a touchline winger?
I don't think he's a touchline winger, but I don't think he's been played like that either. Last season,
he doesn't play as an inside forward.
Do you think he's better down the middle?
Last season than it was the season before.
So do you think
he should be playing as an inside forward, how Man City set out with Doku? It's exactly how we should set out with Martinelli.
Doku's a touchline winger.
No, but Doku is a proper touchline winger.
He's set up as a touchline winger, though.
Doku starts wide and comes in.
And that's what Martinelli does.
And that's what I would argue that's what Martinelli does too. I would agree.
That's exactly what Martinelli does.
But that's not his game, though. That's not his game.
He's just not good enough.
No, I think it is his game, because I think he's at his most dangerous in central areas, but I think it is in that drifting out inside. I think Martinelli is most dangerous in two areas. One, when he drifts in and loses his man by drifting inside, or when he's playing on the last man. The reason he has regressed in terms of numbers is very simply because he cannot beat a man in tight space, and Arsenal do not get given space in the forward areas because everyone packs the box to defend in a very low block, and Martinelli isn't good enough to do that. So he is still the same player. If he went to Dortmund or he was playing at a side like, I don't know, Tottenham, for instance, no one low blocks against Tottenham because you don't need to. He would go and score goals all over again because he's given space to run into. So why he gets goals in the Champions League, which, by the way, is no mean feat. It is difficult to score goals in the Champions League, which is why I still think he's a good player.
Space in the Champions League.
But it because it comes to space. But he's going, in theory, he's going to play 38 Premier League games, of which probably 28 of them are going to be against low blocks, and he can't do it, and that's why Arsenal are right to move on. But it doesn't make him a bad player, and he leaves, in my view, assuming he does leave, with my blessing. But I think it's the right choice for Arsenal if we can get the players in the transfer window.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I don't have any. I agree with that. You're right about
Right, Martinelli.
But the thing is,
I mean, listen. Just before we do move on to AT, right? Because I want to introduce him. I was going to say, I wasn't just going to mention Gyökeres, right? Not to mention Martinelli has also got more G8 in less minutes than the likes of Saka and Eze. He has picked up less minutes
in
than
the Champions League.
Eze, Saka.
In the Champions League, you're talking in the Champions League because that's all he's done well in.
Yeah, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup,
and a couple games against Portsmouth and them, man. He's not really done anything. You're looking at GA. Okay.
Yeah, and your boy missed the penalty against Portsmouth.
With your argument, you called Anthony Gordon crap last season, yeah. But Anthony Gordon did the same thing Martinelli did last. Actually, I can't say you called him crap actually because I don't know.
It wasn't just.
But like, Anthony Gordon
Champions
last
League
season,
though.
What do you mean? Anthony Gordon scored more.
It wasn't just the Champions League, was it? Cool.
Okay, yeah, but wasn't the Premier League then? It wasn't the Prem.
You what?
It wasn't the Prem.
Gordon was poor in the Prem for Newcastle.
Yeah, but
Gordon was poor
again,
in the Prem.
you're missing the point.
He was poor in the
season as a whole, bro.
Yo, I agree with you. I agree with you.
The Premier League, Champions League, we could do Carabao Cup, FA Cup. As a whole, 18 GA, when he got, I think, 15 the season before.
Bro, we only won that he's not doing it in important games. When Martinelli plays in 90 minutes, he's poor. He may get the goal on this, maybe, but he's poor. 90 minutes, he's poor. He's poor, bro.
Yes, I agree.
Martinelli within 90 minutes is poor. You're looking at GA, but Martinelli within 90 minutes is a poor football player for Arsenal. He's been poor. I understand you.
When did I say he should start?
I didn't say he should start. I didn't say you said he should start. I didn't say that. I'm just saying within 90 minutes he's poor. Even off the bench, at points he's poor. You get me? He's not.
I think he's much better off the bench.
I mean, look,
I think he's offered a lot.
That's what you're looking to bet. If you're paying 200 racks a week for a guy off the bench who's good, then there's an issue. I'll be so wrong. 200k a week for a guy who's good off the bench. By the way,
because Trossard was exactly that.
Trossard
was exactly that, bro.
Trossard was a way better sort of than Martinelli.
Trossard was much better.
Trossard
was better and more
off the bench
direct
than he was.
Trossard was better.
Trossard was much better off. Yeah, I agree. He was much better off the bench than Martinelli, 100%.
No,
but the point is, Martinelli last season. Don't tell me he didn't make an impact every time he came off the bench. Martinelli.
If Martinelli was still that good, why has only Galatasaray and Saudi clubs come into him? Why hasn't any top club come into him?
I'm not saying he's
not.
I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he is the player he once was. Okay, but what I'm saying is because we could be letting go of the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Fabio, flipping. Gyökeres's future is uncertain. You've already got rid of Trossard. That's like 4 attackers when you've got a week left to go, or I should say, almost a week left to go of the transfer window to replace.
Your name is 3 players that barely even make the squad anyway.
Who are you getting in? Who's a significant upgrade on Martinelli? If you're looking at Rashford, Williams, hold on, Aya. If you're getting the likes of Williams, Rashford and whatnot, then you might as well just keep Martinelli, bro. Because again, I hear you on the Eze show, Io, but at the same time, I would still rather have an out-and-out left winger on that side.
Yeah,
but you said you said he's been misprofiled. He's not an out-and-out left winger. Martinelli's not an out-and-out left winger.
He should be utilised. He should be utilised exactly how Eze was for Arsenal.
He's been here for 5-6 years. We're not going to do that. We're just not going to do that.
So basically, I think
we are not going to.
It's very clear that he has
utilising him. He's got 2 years left on his deal. Sorry, bro. Go on, ET.
No. So basically, I would also suggest that he has hit his ceiling at Arsenal, and he can't get any more worse than he is right now with us. And an offer of £16 million comes from Saudi Arabia. Just take it, bro. Straight up. Then we also tried it. Then we also tried the option of playing Iberici easy on the left wing, a place that he's very, very comfortable playing, right from his time in Crystal Palace and even for England. Obviously, we wanted to go for Vinicius Jr., who was obviously a needle mover for us, but we couldn't go there. The only players right now that can do a good job at that left wing, more than Zolis, in quotes, would be a Vinicius Jr., a Kvaratskhelia, or a Luis Diaz. And those guys are out of our range. Rafael Leao is crap.
Oh, no.
Kenan Yildiz is decent, but, he's out of our range.
He's injured.
Yeah,
he's even injured right now.
That deal's dead.
And Juventus has no plans of selling. You get.
So
I will just take Eze and put him on the left because we have 1,001 central midfielders.
And also what I would say is
Eze's only played there like twice for Arsenal.
You say that we're selling so many people. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus. Okay, cool. He didn't get any
No,
minutes.
those ones they're all dead wood now because we don't even use them.
Exactly. Fabi Vera is dead wood. Reece Nelson's dead wood. We're not really selling.
They're as good as training cones, pretty much. They're like training cones. That's pretty much what they
look at our
do.
left wing options.
The only people is Martinelli.
Look at our left wing options now. Martinelli and Trossard. With a week left to go the transfer window. Look at them. You've only got Solis, and that's it. I hear you about
but you can play Eze in that flank, and you have Merino.
He's played on that.
Yeah, but
twice.
He did play for Crystal Palace quite a lot, operating in.
On the left hand side, he wasn't
playing as an out-and-out left winger, though, was he?
He does get lost.
Who do we play as an out-and-out left winger?
No, but he plays as a left 10, though.
No, but Rory, in Arsenal, we play with two inside forwards. We don't use wingers.
Exactly.
Who's an
out-and-out winger at Arsenal, apart from Madueke? Who's an out-and-out winger? Nobody. You don't have out-and-out
because right now, Eze and Zolis have the same profile. They cut in while they have a Calafiori bumping on the side to give them weight. So Eze can do that job there as well. So all we need to do is to let Martinelli go for that 60 mil because, as Ayo rightly said, if you go to next season when he has a year left, we'll get something less than 15 or 20 mil for him and to be a bloody waste. This is the best time to let him go because right now, he has clearly shown that he's regressing and there's no improvement we can see from him anymore. I understand that he has saved us very well, but why are we being sentimental? This is football. This is a business.
Yes, exactly.
If you're not good enough, you leave.
When you're going for titles, you have to be ruthless.
If I want to be sentimental, I'll look at the Raya and Ramsdale deal and be more sentimental than Martinelli. Because Ramsdale was the keeper of the year in the Premier League for 2 seasons in a row. And we bought Raya and let him go without even thinking twice. Exactly. And the fans came on board. Initially, we were all happy for Ramsdale, right? But when we saw what Raya has done, we're like, whoa. Just imagine the games we play with Zolis. Our left wing has been dead for a very long time. Zolis just comes in and shows us what we have been missing. Now we can actually attack from both the left and the right. And if you put Eze in that position to you, do the same. So Martinelli cannot improve us anymore. So let's take that 60 million and run away, man. Our record sale is Chamberlain since 2017. Like, what the hell is that, bro?
The only risk here is, as Rory identifies, is limited options, right? Vieira and Nelson are going, right? They don't really count. But Jesus is going. If Wanyeri goes out on loan and you lost Martinelli...
Sorry, Jesus is not going. No team can pay Jesus 265 bags.
Yeah, but Arsenal want to sell him. But if you're in a world where they go, then the key question about whether this the Martinelli sale makes sense to me as a player, right? Absolutely, no question. The issue is if we don't end up with other people in, then you leave your attack short. But I think Arsenal are only sanctioning Steele because they are quite confident they're going to get someone over the line. The question is who, and we won't know that because Arsenal obviously very secretive around their transfer business. I said it to XBS last week.
Yeah, but did you see that links to that Martinez Pardo guy? There's one winger in the Spanish league that we're looking at.
Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's lots of links. I said this last week to XB that really we don't really know who Arsenal are after because they don't really say. Like the only one they came out and said about was Vinicius, and Morgan Rogers. Again, it was rumoured that he's number one, and I think he probably was, but Arsenal didn't confirm it. The only one they confirmed is Vinicius, and obviously they would because he's such a big player. I think there would be some truth to some of them. I think Morgan Rogers was probably true. Bruno was obviously true, but you didn't even hear Arsenal confirm Bruno. But they were.
Can I just say as well? Why does it have to be such an obvious upgrade? Martinelli hasn't brought us apart from Champions League and a couple of Carabao Cup games. Martinelli and by the way, these are all group stage games that Martinelli scored in. He got an assist in against who's it? Was it Bayer Leverkusen or was it against Sporting Lisbon, whoever it was? I think to get us through. Apart from those games, why does it have to be such an obvious upgrade on Martinelli? It could be Rafael. I think could easily get as many numbers as Martinelli did.
He's really poor.
I think most of these players can match Martinelli's record throughout the last
year. Not good enough. I don't want to be Leao or
Tracking back doesn't offer any, especially in the Prem. which is what we needed last season. Yeah, for you to only score one goal in the
One
title
goal,
that
man,
most
in
looked for last
33
season.
games.
So
Come on,
this
man.
is the point. Like,
You can't do that. You can't do that.
poor.
And I think, yeah, most of these left wingers that we're saying, okay, God, are not obvious upgrades on Martinelli, are all better than Martinelli. They're all better than him. Leao is 100% a better. You know what it is? I think we just need better profiles than Martinelli. Zolis is a better profile at left wing than Martinelli is for Arsenal. We just need a better profile. Leao, to me, what we're looking for in the touchline winger, apparently, is a better left winger than Martinelli is. We're not looking for a left back. Martinelli only has good tracking back numbers. We're looking for a left winger, someone that will give us numbers on the attack, bro. Leao was the better left.
But we shouldn't be looking at players. We should be looking at players who are just better than Martinelli, bro.
Why?
We should be picking out the best from the best.
Who's the best of the best? What do you mean? What do you mean best from the best? The best of the best is
What are we
available.
doing, bro?
He's
We're Arsenal Football Club, for Christ's sake.
Available.
Are we going from Vinny to fucking Rashford,
bro? The best of the best
okay?
is not available, bro. The best of the best is not available. If you're selling Martinelli, you go.
But do you agree we should have put the money on the table just to test the waters?
Wait, on the table for who? Who's the best of the best right now that we can actually get? That's
Vinny, Kvara.
Vinny, we can't get.
Someone. Yildiz, bro.
What are we doing here, bro? It's not
Yildiz,
we can't get none of these
Yildiz
guys,
won't
bro.
come now.
So we can't get Yildiz then?
No, because he's
Yildiz is
injured.
injured.
He's having an operation.
No,
So the deal's dead.
Injured.
No, I mean, could we have not got Yildiz?
Yeah, but
Could
then
we
we'd have
not
ended.
got
Could've
Kvara
put
when he
him
was
in.
at Napoli, bro?
Here's the thing, right? So Yildiz, good job we didn't sign him. Look, I'm very high on Yildiz, but if he's out for the season, you don't want him, right? But here's the thing: you don't just put the money on the table. You need to check that they're coming. You can do all that. You know, testing the waters with them, and that doesn't necessarily change the dial. But here's the thing, right? So if Arsenal were to bring in Alvarez this summer, as an argument's sake, I think Arsenal need to try and bring a statement signing in, because I think it will. Arsenal wanted to upgrade the attack, and I think that calmed the fan base down. Alvarez, I think, should play on the left, but I think he's probably going to play more centrally for Arsenal. That would be my gut feel. But if you lost Jesus and Martinelli, and Wanyeri went out on loan, which I think is probably the right option for Wanyeri, I would be okay with Leao coming in as a second forward. And here's why. I am not the biggest fan of Rafa Leao, right? I'm not. I think he's quite inconsistent, but I think he is a natural left winger. And right now, the asking price is 45 million. I think you can flip that. I think you can flip that 45 million back again in a year or two, probably make a profit on it. So if he doesn't work out, you can easily upgrade him. But I do think if Leao is the only one that comes in, I don't think it's a massive upgrade on Martinelli, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
And I would probably be disappointed with the window as a whole. But I think if he comes in addition to Alvarez, and I know that's asking a lot, but I do think Arsenal are probably looking at two attackers if they are willing to sanction a Martinelli sale, because Arteta doesn't trust Jesus at all. So even if he stays, he doesn't trust him. Then I think I can live with Leao, but I don't really want Leao as the only option. And the only reason I can live with him as well is because 45 million for Leao is a good deal. And you can flip it back for the money. But I'm not a big Leao fan.
Leao at the top of his game is a much better. Leao had a poor season. He had a poor season. Okay, cool. But Leao at the top of his game. Let's not forget who this guy is, bro.
Yeah, no, but defensively, he's very suspect. He doesn't track back.
His game, though,
Just very quickly on Leao, very quickly. I think the defensive side of his game is obviously poor, but I think that will be coached into him. He won't be able to get away with it at Arsenal. He will not be able to get away with not doing it. But I think Leao is best, is comfortably better than Martinelli. The problem is, at his worst, I actually think he's worse than Martinelli, and he's all or nothing, which is why I'm not a big fan. But at 45 million as a second attacker coming in addition to, say, an Alvarez, for instance, I can live with that.
I don't think.
Yeah, you see, the outcome doesn't even start with Zolis right now.
No, Zolis right now is on fire. Maybe at some point a blip will come in Zolis's form. Right, he's not going to keep this up for the whole season, but if he does, then it's signing of the season, right? But
don't watch that league.
No one. Look at what Zolis has done since he came in. Right, you can see he's a player there. Whether he can keep it up over the season, I doubt. Right, he will go in and out.
You don't watch that league, Dom.
But well, yeah, it's a point of what Arsenal send scouts to watch him. Like, come on. And he's done it in the Champions League too. Zolis has played really well.
Yeah, that Champions League, we love Martinelli.
He was very poor at Norwich.
Zolis on the same team.
Oh God, he was 18 or
yeah,
whatever.
but it was 18.
Come on, Steph, bro. Come on.
Oh, hey, Josh, I didn't see you even come in.
No, you're right, Dom.
Let's get Josh involved, man.
But we have said this. Oh, go on then. Go on then.
Josh, is Leao better than Martinelli?
No.
Leao, to me, at the top of his game, Leao
this is the point, Seb. Like, you're saying, yeah, it's the right time to get rid of Martinelli, but if, like, that is...
Leao's not better. Leao or Rashford are not in the... should not be considered.
Okay, but those are the options to narrow down to, so what's the point of getting rid of Martinelli then?
They're not.
Just quickly.
Sorry, what do you mean?
What?
So what did you say?
Those two will most likely be our options. Williams, Leao.
Ndai's an option. I'd happily take him over that.
Ndai had worse numbers than Martinelli, bro.
I take Ndai. He's way easy. I rate
Ndai
him.
had worse numbers than Martinelli.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Right? Would you take
We could convert
Barcola?
Grimaldo to a left winger.
Sorry? Yeah, probably. Probably, yeah. But he's going to go to Liverpool.
Well, Grimaldo, he's just gone to Atletico, isn't he?
No,
I don't mind
Barcola you mentioned. You mentioned Barcola.
No, I said Grimaldo. I was messing.
No, Grimaldo, yes. I'll take him.
Boys, Seb, what are you talking about, brother? No.
Wait, hold on. Wait, who are you on about?
I was joking. I said we could convert Grimaldo to a left winger.
No, you don't experiment.
I was joking.
I think it's more of a left winger than a left back, to be fair.
It's not.
Martinelli's a left back more than a left winger. No one's trying to hit that conversation though. Martinelli has better track and back numbers than most left backs.
Under Arteta, definitely.
That can't be his best stat. That's my left winger's best stat. Nah, bro. I'm done. So.
Yeah, but Arteta's converted him to that sort of player, though, hasn't he?
No experiment.
Anyway,
when it's a title, when you're going for title. You don't experiment.
You said you were taking Grimaldo as a left winger.
Sorry?
Didn't you just say take Grimaldo as a left winger?
No,
I was joking. I was joking.
Oh, the left back. Oh, okay, cool. I have to make sure on it. I have to make sure.
Anyway, we'll get Josh involved, man, because I know he's been waiting patiently. What would you make of the game overall, Josh? And also, we were just talking then about Gyökeres, I believe, but also Martinelli. Obviously, he's obviously off to Saudi. So, firstly, like, what would you make of the game against Coventry on Friday? And how are you feeling for this upcoming season? Because after these last two games, I'm not going to lie, after what's been a shaky pre-season, I think it's sort of galvanised my hope a little bit that, yeah, we're ready to dominate, especially when I'm looking at, you know, the rest of the teams in the league. You've got Chelsea, who won tonight but are still looking leaky. Man United.
What's the score? Sorry, what's the score?
3-2. Chelsea are not challenging the title with that defence and that game. They're not challenging.
Yeah. You know, you've got Man United. You know, Tottenham got fingered again.
Overrated.
City don't even look that good.
City don't look good.
Their squad is so thin. They've lost so many people. Yeah. They're not going to keep it. They're not going to keep it going.
Chelsea, for me, are now my new sort of title challengers because they don't have Europe.
Not with that defence and that keeper, they're not.
Well, I think right now they're the best of the rest because Manchester City are having a fire sale and that's a big old turnover.
Yeah, their squad is so. They're selling everyone. That squad is so thin now.
I mean, they will make acquisitions, but
they're about to sign one Brazilian winger also.
Sorry, before Josh comes in, because he should definitely come in, I do think as well, we have to remember, though, the first week of the season, it's difficult to make full assessments on what 38 games looks like, to be fair.
Yeah, I get that. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but it's just a good look. You just have to, winning your first, getting off to a fast start certainly can help. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I see what you mean. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but Yeah, go on, Rory.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, to be honest, like, how's your, like, of your 19 years of living, right? How confident have you been?
She's just 19.
Sorry, how's the confidence levels going into this season, basically? My apologies.
I feel old.
I feel old as well.
The most confident.
Me and you both.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's every year sport in Arsenal, the most confident I've ever been going into this season. And maybe because we got over the line last season, and obviously, as you guys just mentioned with the other teams. But yeah, look, I mean, come on, like we are the favourites. We should be going back to back, and it was a perfect start against Coventry. You know, obviously, really impressed with some of the performances, and I feel like we had that momentum. We carried it over from the Manchester City winning the Community Shield, playing that well, carried over. I think, you know, obviously being Friday night champions, Emirates Stadium, it all played an effect. And yeah, I mean, from the start, I thought we were brilliant, man. I really do. I think the guy who sat for me was Wallace. Straight away, I was like, wow. You know, if this kid didn't look impressive enough in pre-season, no, hold on, Seb, you got to give the guy credit, man. I ain't saying he's been right. Well, you got to give the guy credit. He was fit.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh.
Man, the match for me, you know, up there. You know, in
Lewis Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, with Lewis Kelly as well. But you know,
and Odegaard, to be fair.
However, I will say this, which I think is fair, and you'll like this. It's the same scout at that Napoli that we're with us. That scouted. Austin.
Yeah, this scout's been brilliant.
Kelly,
yeah,
Kim Min Jae. So to be fair,
he does watch that league.
And he does watch the league.
Yeah. Same scout. So I'll give him that. But
yeah, I ain't getting ahead of Seb. I ain't gonna get ahead of myself with the Zolis thing. It's still early days, but I've liked what I've seen. Have you not liked what you've seen so far with Zolis?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I think he's been brilliant. Yeah, you know, he was. I mean,
and it's not a fluke because we saw it in preseason, right?
In preseason,
prior to coming to Arsenal, he had 22 goals, 29 assists.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
I know it's on the Belgian league, but if you're good, you're good, right? Yeah, exactly. And now you're not playing against better players that can actually improve you.
The thing is, I just think those days. The reason I say that is because I just think those days of buying from those leagues are over. You need to be buying now from players in your own league, or even the top ones from Spain or Germany, fine. But
see, you're about to buy a player from the Brazilian
league. Maybe yes, but I just think those days are over. That you need to be.
I don't agree. I don't agree at all.
You have to be buying players in your league. That's how
I don't agree.
That's how it works.
Because if
that's how
someone like Zolis, right? If you went to like a Brighton or a Brentford or a Bournemouth and paid one season, you were selling for like 100 mil or something.
Yeah.
But we went beyond that and went for the player directly. And one thing I come to understand,
they recruit well. Those two teams have the best recruitment.
Okay, like for instance, now just look at this scenario. They can rise with the ball in midfield, right? And place the ball to Zolis on the left. Zolis did not even waste time to try to trap the ball or do something funny. He just played it once.
Exactly.
Yes, it was a lucky goal for Saka, but the idea that he had
Zolis is like 80. Is his IQ? Is intelligent? The way he reads the game is brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, but we're in a win now situation.
Yeah, bro. Oh no!
Oh come on!
Listen. He's done well so far, but
what?
There is a good
What's your issue? What's your issue with the signing, though? I don't understand it really.
Because we don't watch that league.
But the scouts watch that league.
Bro, you need
the reason why I stand by that.
Bro, this Napoli scout said, bro, this guy got
he's good. Yeah, he's good.
From Kazan, mate. You know,
he's good.
So footballers only play the top 5 leagues, yeah. Footballers, nobody plays football outside.
This is why I wanted more, and this is why I wanted Morgan Rogers. And this is why I was disappointed.
Yeah, but you don't reach his valuation.
Why are you disappointed with Zolis? I don't understand.
I'm not disappointed in Zolis. I just don't want that to be the only attacking signing.
Well, I don't think anyone's disagreeing with that. We need the other attacking signings, but I think signings like Zolis, Mosquera, these are really intelligent signings, assuming Zolis, I don't think he's going to continue at this level constantly. There's going to be ups and downs, obviously, but assuming Zolis comes in and replaces Trossard's numbers, right? He's come in to be that squad player.
Yeah, and plus...
Right? Let me finish this point. They are really important signings because they cost relatively little. 35 million is next to nothing. What that does do is allow you to then go and spend big money elsewhere, because we don't have an infinite pot of money. It's why every club has to still spend wisely, because there are financial rules to hit. Where I do agree with you is that we do need to go and spend that money, and we do need to go and find that attacker. No one disagrees with that. But by picking up players like that at that value, it allows you to go and spend more elsewhere in the squad to continue building on this squad. And that's why players like Mosquera, Zolis are absolutely vital to this. Hincapié, even at 40 million or whatever it was. These are low signings in terms of the value spent for them, but we get big output for them, and that's why they are crucial, absolutely crucial. And I don't care where they come from.
Yeah, and it's all like Zolis did 22 goals and 29 assists in Brighton. Trust me, it's to be 100 million they've been calling for him. So the 34 million we got for him was actually a steal.
It's a steal, and most signings are a risk. Most signings are a risk. You rarely get a signing.
It's only one from other leagues. Yes, they are. It's only ones from other leagues. They're a big risk. Any signing you
well, like Sisi Kvaratskhelia was in the Georgian league, right? And he went to
Georgia league, bro.
And no one knew him in the Georgian league. But he went to Syria with Napoli.
AT, we scouted him in 2022. I literally read it today. We scouted him in 2022 in a youth tournament, and we didn't want to go for him. Instead, the Napoli guys.
Edu with his old tricks.
No, it said we got Marquinhos for 3.5 million.
Oh man, and look how that ended up. And look how that ended up. And look where he is.
Look how that ended up. But look how that ended up.
That said, though, that said, just very quickly, and this isn't necessarily to defend Edu or anything like that particularly. Every club has a story where they've missed out on someone, to be fair. But you look back and you go, you look back with your head in your hand, obviously, when things like that happen. But
Edu was terrible getting.
Yeah, but now what I'm saying, we have like this Italian guy in, right? Who's the same guy from Napoli who scouted Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah,
you not trust him then with his Zolis thing.
I trust him. I only saw that yesterday, and I do trust him.
Fair.
I do trust him.
Do you not believe he watches those leagues though? You just think he looks at them. You don't think he watches those leagues?
Well, we don't. He does, but we don't.
You know what, man? You're a scout, man.
Yeah, so why do you keep saying that we don't watch that league?
Yeah, but we're not making the signings.
Exactly, bro.
It's not our job, mate.
It's not a job, man. Jeez.
You know we played Club Brugge last season.
I'm still yet to see from Zolis what does he offer which Trossard doesn't. I'm still yet to see.
Yeah, but he's several years younger than Trossard.
Yeah, what is he? 24. 24 years of age.
Say as well, last season, what were Trossard's numbers as well, by the way?
About 17, 18 GA. 17, 18
good.
GA. But look, I mean, it's not just numbers, though. You have to do what they are. Trossard, though, was inconsistent. He was really good in 2025, poor in 2026, largely. He got the big goal against West Ham, obviously.
Before the West Ham goal, his last goal was in December. I hope you remember. 4 months.
Yeah.
He won us the title. He won us the title, and in big moments, he does deliver. Martin.
Everybody played their part. Everybody played their part.
And even in that Champions League, and even in that Atletico Madrid game, it was his rebound that Saka put in. It was him. Trossard that did most of the work.
No one's denying that Trossard is a good player and had some big moments with it. But he was
up
and down.
It was time for him to move on.
But he was up and down inconsistently. He was 31, 1 year left in his contract, and I think probably after the media treatment and the situation at home with his wife wanted to leave the UK, I think Zolis is a very good Trossard replacement. What we are obviously looking for is obviously an upgrade on the left wing in general. Yeah. That is what we are still waiting to see, but that doesn't make Zolis a bad signing. So far, I don't think anyone can be unimpressed with Zolis. I don't also think anyone thinks Zolis is going to continue this form between now and May without dips in it.
Yeah.
I think he can, though. I think he can because of how high he seems to be. I think
he could, but I don't...
I feel like he's got traits that Trossard. I think he's faster than Trossard. I feel like his footballing IQ is better than.
Yeah, because he's younger. He will
be a lot better than Trossard's. I think his decision making is a lot better than Trossard. I feel like once he gets more comfortable in those positions, I think he'll be a better shooter than Trossard. Zolis can shoot. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah,
he knows where the goal is. He just hasn't had.
Yeah, can you remember that moment on the right side where he took it from Odegaard and just swiped it once?
Exactly, that's when he banged that shot. That shot. Odegaard was going to take time with it.
We're quicker than Trossard. I'll give you, but not all that other stuff you said.
What do you mean? How?
No, because
I saw Trossard cut.
I think he's a better finisher than Trossard.
Right, Trossard is a better finisher, and Trossard is more, and Trossard, directness as well. it's still Trossard. Decision
No, I think
making.
Zolis is far more direct than Trossard.
The decision
No,
making.
he is.
Making about
No,
the
he's
same.
I think in really simple terms, it's too early to tell. We just don't know. He's
Yeah,
played
exactly.
2 games.
I was about to say that.
I don't think it's too early at all. I don't think it's too early at all to tell. I feel like from what I've seen so far, I can tell Zolis is just from these. I'm not going in depth to this. I'm just going from what I've seen. I already know he's a lot faster than Trossard. A lot faster. Trossard was not very fast. Zolis is a lot faster. As I said,
He's very direct. He's very efficient as well.
And also, he tracks
He
back a
hasn't
lot
really seen
better
him.
than Trossard did, which is what Arteta likes. He likes when wingers would track back. Zolis tracks back a lot better than Trossard did. Zolis has better, to me, better footballing IQ than Trossard. Trossard, what's it called? I think he's better he's just as good at dribbling. I'm not sure what. We can't really tell. But from what I've seen, Zolis is a very good dribbler. He's very good with ball his feet. And I don't know. I feel like Zolis, at this moment in time, bro, he's got a lot of things that are better. I'm not saying he's a better player than Trossard. I'm just saying, for what I've seen, he's got a lot of traits that Trossard just didn't have.
I think that's
really
right.
seen
But
him
what we
shoot
don't know
that
is if
ball.
he can deliver it consistently or not yet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, he did it.
we
I
haven't
mean,
really
look, I
seen him
feel
shoot the
like he
ball,
can
though.
because you don't go from 22 goals, 29 assists, and then not be able to keep some sort
I
of
agree.
consistency. Do you know what I mean?
I agree on that.
Yeah.
I think he has a potential to be that. We just don't know, and we won't know until he's played.
Okay. So let's see what I started in the post-match press conference about Zolis. He says, what he transmits as a player, one, he's so direct, he's so incisive. He wants to make things happen, and he has an incredible variety of actions in the last 30 meters. Anytime he's in the final third, he knows what he wants to do, and that's the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
So like Martinelli will be stalling. There's even a moment at the end of the
You will
box.
watch Martinelli make a decision. You're watching him when he's there. You'll be looking in his eyes, be like he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You're watching him. You're doing all this shaking bears because you know he's
Yes,
making a
but
decision.
come on, he's not a creator though. He's never
He's not
been
a
a
creator.
creator. He's always been a finisher. Let's just.
Yeah, but
He's
as
just
a
not
left
that
winger, you
profile.
can't not be a creator. You're a left winger. You're not a striker. You can't not be a creator and play left.
He is a
wing.
striker though.
He's
Who?
not.
Who?
He was not
Who?
playing striker for the
We
last
talking
time.
about
But he has been playing like a left winger all his career, though.
Who are we talking
He's
about
been a left
now?
winger his whole career.
But
Martinelli.
he plays a touch.
Oh,
There's
no,
There's a
he's
certain way that he
uncomfortable.
was set up though in that 22-23 season, where he was constantly interchanging with Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah,
He's
that
done
none
that
was
for the last
right.
3 years.
Yeah, but
For what you want to see,
that
I'm
system's
talking
that
about
system's
you will
gone now.
not see.
That's
What you
gone
want to
now.
see what you want to see from Martinelli, you will not see at Arsenal because you're not the man. I'm not the manager. You're not the manager. You will not be able to deploy Martinelli the way you want him deployed. Arteta won't do it. So if he won't do it, the only option is to sell him because he can't do what Arteta
I don't
wants
think
him
it's a
to do.
question. I don't think it's a question of not doing it. I think it's a question of how teams set up against us. It means he doesn't have that space anymore. We saw again, to go back to the point I made earlier, we saw when he was given space to operate in, he can still do it. The problem is he doesn't get that opportunity in the Premier League, and therefore it is sensible to move on from him, especially when it's 55 million you can reinvest elsewhere.
But
The key
you're
again
Arsenal.
is, can we reinvest it?
Yeah, because the kitchen that everything will always defend a low block against us. And Martinelli was pathetic in that space. So he really does very well when he passes into space, when you're given those one-on-one opportunities that he has to run at the goalie. You can't get that at Arsenal, right? Obviously, if you remember Rory, in 22-23, we were just coming off the Europa League season that we had in 21-22, right? And we're in the trenches in that period. So folks didn't really respect us that much. That's why we had that much space. But in 2023, we became title contenders. And from 2024, people started paying serious attention to us. And we had to now change our style. And it has become worse ever since because everyone wants to defend so deep against Arsenal. So it's all about having the right type of players that can have the right level of intelligence to make the right actions. And that's very Martinelli. In the final third, he always has that thing lacking about him. And that's why right now we're very angry with Madueke because he's still lacking the same intelligence too.
Again, I revert to the fact Martinelli off the bench last season. You can't tell me that he did not make an impact in a few of them games.
Off the bench,
Come on.
he got one goal.
Not
He
really.
started the most games in the Premier League.
No, sorry. I'm talking about an
One
impact, not
goal.
necessarily goals. or anything. He scored
What
one
What
goal, fair
impact does he
enough.
bring?
But don't
So,
tell me he
okay,
did
it's not
bag a
goal.
few
If it's
assists.
not
Oh,
goals,
a
if it's
winger
not
on a
goals,
title-winning team when you're
if
going
it's
for
not goals,
titles,
tell me what
it's
he brings.
Oh,
Not Rory.
but he
If
had
it's not
less
goals,
minutes
then
than the
after
likes
Ben,
of
tell me what he brings.
Martinelli. He had
It's time
less
to move
minutes
on.
than the likes of Martinelli. He had less minutes than the likes of Saka, Eze put together, as well as Gyökeres, the only one in that attack that got more
It's time
GA
to
than
move
him.
on. It's time to move on.
I'm not.
Then why don't-
Yes,
then
but
why
if you're
don't you
not getting
start-
anyone to replace him, then
He
keep
will
hold
get
of him.
someone. They won't
Who
do
said
it.
who?
They will not
Who?
do it until there's a replacement. They
Players who
won't.
aren't upgrades. You might
Who
as well
said?
just
Give me
keep
some
Alvarez.
Martinelli there.
Everybody
If
is
he
an
wants to-
upgrade. I'm telling you guys now.
Not everyone.
That
No,
is
no,
an upgrade on
no,
Martinelli.
it's not.
Not
100%.
everyone.
Bro,
There's no way you're
Alvarez,
telling me
yes, if
that
he
these guys
decides
are
to
not
go.
better
Is
footballers
he
than
going to play him on the
Alvarez
left
isn't an
wing?
out.
They are all better
He can
footballers than
play
Martinelli.
anywhere across the front three.
On the left wing, though.
Alvarez
And he gives you
isn't an out-and-out left winger, first and foremost. And you,
the only out and out left winger you're going to get is Barcola. If
And would you pay the money?
114 mil?
yeah,
Nah,
would you take him?
not worth it, bro.
Million.
sorry,
Would you pay the money for him?
Bakola don't want
Definitely
114
not
Would you
mil.
worth
take
that.
Barcola?
He's definitely not worth that.
You watch that league?
But the fact is, Josh,
No, please
Not-
don't.
my money.
Oh,
But it is our money, though, isn't it?
We're not the ones paying for
Sorry,
it.
it really is our money, by the way.
What? How is it on money? We're not the
Well,
ones paying
do
for it.
you buy tickets? Do you buy
We're paying the
shirts?
club. We're paying the
Oh,
club.
the shirts don't go to the club. The shirts go to the sponsor. The
No,
tickets
but-
do.
Yeah, but the sponsors pay the money based on the number they sell. So if people stop buying the shirts, the next sponsorship deal gets you less. But also, and the reason this it's not our money argument doesn't stack up is Arsenal will earn this much in money. Yeah, they are able to spend 70%, sorry, of the money on squad cost rules, right? So they are operating on a budget. The budget is quite large because the revenue has grown, which is growing because we've become more successful. But therefore, Arsenal still have a budget. They can't just go and spend money willy-nilly. They have a budget. If you go and spend money willy-nilly, you end up like Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Chelsea, and you are forced to sell every summer. That is why it's not our money argument doesn't work, because there is still a budget that Arsenal have to stick to. Otherwise, they fail to comply with UEFA rules, and they are forced in position where they have to
We're
sell.
not anywhere close.
Can I ask the
Well,
panel a question?
actually, sorry, really quickly, guys, sorry.
We're not.
On the
We're one of the
finances,
richest
yes,
clubs
we
now.
were close to it. That is the point. In the last
But
two
not
seasons,
this season. Not this season, because we're now one of the richest
Well,
clubs in
yeah,
the,
but
in
we
the
can
world
spend
now.
money this season. No one's denying that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it doesn't mean you go out and spend money willy-nilly, because otherwise you end up in a situation very quickly where you are back very close to it again and aren't able to operate. That's why you can't just go and spend money willy-nilly. You have to still make the right investment for the right price at the right thing. Otherwise, you end up in trouble like these clubs I just mentioned.
We're fine, but we are
Yeah,
fine.
can I ask the
What's
panel a
fire,
question?
bro?
Go ahead, bro.
Everybody that we're looking, this is to me. This is what can I just ask you guys? The options that we have now, Liao, Williams, and Jai, Barco, if Barco is really an option, are they not all better players than Martinelli? Wouldn't you think they'll perform better at left wing than Martinelli? Do you guys not agree? I think they all are better players than Martinelli. Me personally, anyway. But what do you
But
guys
the
think?
question
You don't
is,
think
do
they're
they
all better
start
than
though?
Martinelli?
Do they start?
Not all though.
Do they start?
Like right now, I don't think Nico Williams is.
To me, yeah, if it's between Martinelli and the players I just mentioned, they also over Martinelli. All of them.
No, I don't think so.
But
Martinelli
does
and
he
who?
start ahead of Solid right
Who
now?
doesn't start?
I don't think
Martinelli and who? Or who?
If it's Martinelli or the options I just mentioned.
Which
So
option?
Julian Alvarez, Njai,
Yes.
Nico Williams,
Yes.
Liao, Barcola.
Nico
the,
Williams, Seb.
Not the Al and not
so.
the Al.
2020.
No Williams.
Hello.
Nah.
Wait,
Williams is so
sorry.
Williams is not a bad football player than Martinelli for you guys.
Who isn't?
No.
What is Martinelli
No.
better at than Nico? What can Martinelli do that Nico Williams can't do? Tell me right now.
No, not Nico Williams. No.
It's a very simple question.
Hit
I
and
want
miss.
someone on the panel to tell me
No,
right now.
very hit and
What can
miss.
Nico Williams do that
Martinelli's
what
actually
can
got
Martinelli
end
do that Nico Williams
products,
can't do?
bro.
Nico Williams has no
Martinelli's
end
got better
product.
decision making
No.
than Williams.
Martinelli
No.
has better decision making than Nico Williams. Yeah. No.
Yes.
I don't want Nico Williams. No.
No worries. I feel like.
Bro,
I feel
so
like you guys
hold on.
make
When we're
Martinelli
talking
way too
end
high.
product, who's better? When we're talking end product, who's better? Martinelli or Williams?
I say Martinelli.
I think at the
Not
top
Nico
of both
Williams
of
is
their
not an
teams,
upgrade.
I think Nico Williams is a better
No,
player
we.
than Martinelli.
Oh,
Nico
I think he's
Williams is
better
not
than
an
Martinelli,
upgrade. Neither is Leao.
You're looking
Yeah, I
for an
agree.
out and out
are you
left winger.
taking
You're
the
looking
piss?
for
Come on, you've got to be taking the piss.
Barcola, fair enough.
You say you keep mentioning goal. When I mention goals, you're not saying you say, "Oh, he does more than goals." But you're now mentioning end product, broski. You know, going back on what you said before, bro. I was trying to pick up goals. He said, "No, you can't pick up goals. It's more impact." I'm like, so, but now we can bring up goals. Why can't we bring up goals now, bro? Why are you bringing up goals now, bro? You can just say, I'm saying Nico Williams has more to
Because
his
I've always
game
said
than Martinelli
goals.
does.
I've always said goals.
Sorry?
I've always brought up goals. Who are you
No, but
debating
I was
this
trying
with?
to. I was trying to bring up goals before, though. I was trying to bring up goals before. You said I can't bring up goals, but now you're bringing up goals. You didn't bring up end product. Like, Martinelli's end product is the
No,
worst
I
in the
never
squad.
said that, bro.
What do you mean never said that?
No,
I've always brought goals into this debate. What are you on about? I never even mentioned. You're the one who mentioned creation. You're the one who mentioned chance creation, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying what is what's it called? Martinelli's a better inside forward. So you're saying GN. I said you want an out and out left winger. I bring up out and out left wingers, Nico Williams, Rafael, but now you want to bring up goals.
No. I didn't say I wanted an out
what's
and out
he
left
even
winger.
saying?
What do you mean?
What are you even on about?
Him, man.
I don't know,
I'm not
bro.
taking from you, you know.
What are you even on
Yeah,
about?
I was taking from Mr. Grimaldo at left wing. I'm not taking it from you, still.
Left back.
Nothing you say is valid now, you know. Nothing you say is valid. I'm not hearing nothing from you.
Ronaldo at left back. I never said
I'm not hearing nothing
left
from you.
back.
Mr. I don't watch
Yeah, to be fair, Dom
Mr. I
did
don't
say
watch
left.
this league. What are you talking about?
By the way, can I
Yeah.
just be clear? I was joking about Grimaldo's
Yeah,
left
Yeah,
wing.
but Seb was being serious. Seb was
To be
being
fair, Dom
Ronaldo
did
is
say-
better than
Yeah,
any
he
left
did
back
say
in this club and any left back in this league.
You
Grimaldo.
said
He's not a left back though.
What?
We've established
He's a
that he's a
left
left
back.
wing back.
Both. We can
He's not
say
both, is he?
he's better than any left back we have at this club, any left back we have in this league. Right?
He's
What
not
are
better
you
than
talking about?
That ain't
Calafiori.
even a
Now
debate.
what are you on about? What are you on about, Seb? What are you on
Grimaldo.
about?
Grimaldo. You have him at left back.
I mean,
He's not better than Calafiori, Seb. Come on.
Yes, he is.
No,
Yes, he is.
oh my
No,
God.
he's
You
not.
know he is.
He's not. 'Cause he's not
Josh,
a
come
left back.
on
is
on
he?
this.
First of all,
bro.
Calafiori's more
Grimaldo's
a
not
centre
better
back.
than
And
Luis
second, he's
Kelly at left
injury
back.
prone. Where is Calafiori?
Bro, what are you talking about,
Hey,
man?
it's Friday night, Seb.
He's balled out, man. He's balling out this season again. Most
Yeah,
improved player last season.
assist on Friday.
No, it's because he doesn't watch the league,
Assist
man.
on
You don't watch the
Friday.
league. You don't know.
Where is Calafiori?
Yeah, got an assist on Friday, exactly.
Yeah, so Seb, I would like to have what you're having, man. That's some good smoke.
What?
Good
What was
smoke, Ibo.
Oh yeah, I just saw
What about
Liao trying to
Grimaldo?
Villa as well, by the
Yeah,
way.
he is. He's class.
I've just seen Liao to Villa.
Ronaldo.
Leo to Villa. Where's that?
Yeah, they can have him.
Oh my
I've seen
days,
those
I
links
just
as
saw it
well.
on
Man said they can have. We
Uh,
are
I've seen
running
those
out
links
of
as well.
options.
Let them have him. He's probably
DiMarzio.
let him have him. I don't want him here.
We are running out of options. What's it you don't want him here? We are running out of options rapidly.
There isn't
We
many
don't
available.
want him here.
There isn't many available. That's the thing.
Exactly. We're about to sell Martinelli. What do we don't want him? We need someone, fam.
Alvarez.
Liao,
bro.
They won't do it if there's a replacement. They
No,
won't.
Liao,
Oh, you might have
man.
still-
I don't
So-
want Liao.
Sorry, really quickly.
Okay, hold on, wait, Sebastian. Do you watch the league? How bad was Leao last season? Because you watch the league, innit?
He was
How bad
rubbish,
last
mate.
season?
He was
There's no
absolutely
improv.
pony.
No, I've seen him.
Yeah, he was rubbish.
injury prone last
There you go.
season. He was injury prone. He was injury
No,
prone.
bro.
Josh
No,
actually
he
watches
didn't-
He's
the
been doing
league.
this for years and
Bro.
years and years. He's been like this. He's not.
Yeah, it's Seb.
He's another one. He's another one that's not progressed.
The last time he was actually relevant
Yeah,
in
so why are
2023
you
when they won the
selling
league.
Martinelli then? That's the thing.
Because again, he's not
Why are you selling
progressed.
Mart-
He's not progressed. He's not moved
The
forward.
reason why we sell Martinelli now.
So then you're
is
going to
because
replace him with someone who isn't an upgrade.
Alvarez.
You're not
Makes
going
no
to
sense.
get better money
No.
from Martinelli than
Sorry.
right now.
You can try
Can
that
I
one.
ask Josh a question?
You
Can I
try
ask
that
Josh a
one.
question, given he actually does watch Serie A? So I said earlier on Leao. Leao's like not my top choice, as you know. I'm not a big fan on Leao, but in a hypothetical world, right, where we sell, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility, right? We sell Martinelli, we sell Jesus. You know, we bring in whatever we bring in. Let's call it 65 million, right? And then we bring in Alvarez for whatever. Leao's asking price is 45 million pounds. would you do that as that sort of second attacking option coming in this window? Because I would be tempted to, despite not being the biggest Real fan, because I think you could flip him back for that money in a year or two.
Yeah.
When you can get a suitable replacement in.
Well, we've got Solis on that there.
You just said
But I thought Solis wasn't good enough. But
Yeah,
but,
I just said you don't. No. He's fine.
But-
you don't want. But he's been. I just think the hype is just a bit.
If it's Dom, if we were to get Alvarez with
we just
Leao,
need to calm
With
it
Leao.
down and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
watch all this.
I
That's
would
all
take
I'm
a punt on
saying.
it. If it was Leao just on its own for left winger, I would be against it.
that's where I was. If Leao was
just
the
need
only
to
left winger
calm
coming
down.
in, I would be the only forward coming in. I would be anti it because I
Yeah.
think he's inconsistent.
Yeah.
And what have you. But I think if he comes in as a second attacking option with Martinelli and Jesus going out, I think that's getting your money back basically. And if you sell Leao in a year or two's time,
The thing with Leao is 2023, when the last time they won the league, he was one of the best out there. And then they won that Champions League run as well. I think they got semi-finals when they beat Napoli in the quarters and then lost to Inter. That season, he was Leao. That 2023 season, he was elite, right? He was.
He had one good season. I know he had one good season.
Yeah, when they won the league and when
Since
they got
then,
the Champions League
just like
quarterfinals.
Martinelli, one good season.
Yeah.
After that-
Well, I don't know about one good season for Martin.
No. One good season since. And then before then, he was good.
Okay.
Since then, it's just gone with.
Yeah, but this could be
Leao,
other reasons.
the
Like,
same
yeah,
way.
injuries. I mean, he's playing under Allegri last season, and quite clearly, there just doesn't. You know how Allegri plays. You know what kind of manager he is.
He's a class manager.
Well,
I still think he
he bottled. Hold on a minute, mate. He bottled Champions League with them last season, by the way. And now they got Ruben
I think
Amorim.
he is. I still think he is. No, Alvarez is no good.
No,
Why
but
do
the
you
way
think
how
he's
he
a top
played
manager?
football is ridiculous, bro.
Why do you think he's a top manager, Seb?
For football, have you seen what look
I
what he's
haven't.
won?
No, you tell
The
me.
last thing
First
he
of
won
all,
was like
it wasn't-
2019 or
listen.
2018, mate.
First of
with
all,
Juventus.
look what he's won. Secondly, the football he actually plays.
What has he
is
won,
great.
Seb?
Thirdly, he's ruthless.
It's
and
not
other-
even-
He has won 5 Serie A's actually.
Is that he's won? Look
Yeah,
what
but
he's
his last
won.
one was in 2018, was it not?
That
With
was the
Juventus?
guy I wanted.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
Wenger
yeah,
left,
yeah.
Emery left. It was him. I said.
Yeah, he won 5 with Juventus and won 1 with Milan. Milan was
his last
2011.
big trophy
Yeah.
was 2019,
2019.
Yeah,
and he's been sacked everywhere else since
He's
and
been
left
sacked
an
everywhere.
absolute trail of
He's been out of a
destruction.
job.
Exactly.
He's been out of a job for a long time.
Well, yeah, because
No.
he keeps being hired and keeps being sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do
Hey,
you think he
he's
has to
great.
be
Oh,
behind?
this is horror,
Trust
man.
me, trust me.
Seb,
He's
come
one
on,
of the best
man.
out there.
This
Seb,
is
he's
horror.
a
You
bottle
don't-
of bro.
Seb,
He's not a
you're
bottle
on some
job.
kind of watch
He
list.
bottled it last
Did
season with
Napoli
Milan,
lose
bro.
their first game as well?
Milan were never winning.
Who did
Milan
Napoli
were never.
lose to in their first game? Who did Napoli lose to in their first game?
I don't know.
What this
In the
season?
league.
I don't know.
Yeah, they lost.
Because you didn't watch the league.
No, hold on.
No, they won two. They won 2-0 against Genoa. But either way, they will not get.
We're gonna, and also,
I
and also,
was
we're
thinking,
gonna.
I was thinking
And also,
friendlies.
we're
I
going
was
to
thinking
play this
friendlies,
football that
that's
we've
why.
been playing.
Yeah.
How many trophies has he won with playing it?
Who?
If we're going to continue playing this football that we keep playing, how many? Allegri does it, does some of it as well. How
And
many
hasn't won
trophies?
anything
How
but
many
Allegri hasn't won
trophies?
anything.
How many trophies has he won with it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
His last one was 2019, Seb, mate.
13, 14 trophies.
His last
His
one was
last one,
2019.
his
Yeah,
last
no
one
one's
was in 20.
disputed that he's not a good manager, by the way. Right, or he wasn't a good
14
manager
trophies
like back in the
with
past.
it.
His last one
But
was 2019
right
in
now,
a team
like in
that
big
absolutely
2026.
financially dominated the league. I
Yeah.
mean, it was the only financially dominant team in the league.
Yeah.
It's like Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's like Paris Saint-Germain.
Juventus
Like
on
Bayern
flush with
Munich.
money. Juventus on flush with money.
I love
But
the
compared to
fact
their
we've
rivals in the
diverted
league,
from
they
Jose
are.
Mourinho to Allegri.
Yeah, Marine. Yeah, well, both of them win your title, right?
I
now.
don't know.
Especially Mourinho.
Mourinho's another one. Bro, Seb, the last time Mourinho won was when he's at Roma, the Conference
Especially
League.
Mourinho. Especially him.
Oh my God.
He
no,
does.
man.
We're dropping some seriously horrible takes right now. I'm sorry.
He does.
All these things.
He wins the title.
I feel like Michael J. Fox. I've gone back to the future.
You get me?
He
Yeah,
does win
literally.
your title
Wait,
right
did he
now.
win? Yeah, but so-
Especially
Come
Mourinho.
to talk about what we're gonna do if we lose Martin. We're dropping Martin. Obviously, Martin is going, and my man Josh just said about Leao going Villa. We are running out of options fast. We're on some kind of DEFCON 5. You get me? We need players. We need left winger. We need him now.
Surely, if we get rid of Martinelli, they'll have someone.
Yeah, I agree. That
We
was
will
kind of
sign someone. We will.
I think we're waiting on what
But we
the
won't
price
get
they'll
someone better than Martinelli. That's the point.
They're all better than
Yeah.
Martinelli. They're all
Well,
better.
I think. Look, we've been round.
You
We've
shouldn't
been
be
round
looking
and
at just
round. Look,
upgrades at Martinelli,
You
though.
just said.
we-
You just
we
said.
should
must
look at
look-
upgrades.
now. What do you
we
just
must
say?
have been
No,
on this for like an hour.
Rewind 5 seconds. Rewind 5 seconds. Rewind 5 seconds. What did you just say? Who are we going to get as better than Martinelli? I said they're all better than Martinelli. You said who's going to be an us? We should
they're
just
not
be
better
looking for
than-
upgrades than Martinelli. What are we talking
Rory, can we have the next question? We've been on this like an hour. and the reality is, like, we don't. I agree with Josh. I think there is no way we're selling Martinelli unless we have something lined up that we're confident getting over the line. If we're not, then questions will need to be asked on that, right? No question about it. But we don't know what the club is thinking right now, and so we don't know who's coming in. So, can I have the next question?
Mourinho wins your title right now.
Oh my god!
Arson answered. Next question.
Yeah,
Answered
Seb,
that
you
so many times.
Seb, you must be doing this to like rage bait us, man.
I'm not. I'm
Are you actually serious? No, because
You
you're
are.
smiling.
Real Madrid hired him, so that means it tells you all.
Well,
Oh,
Real
so
Madrid
would you
just
swap it for
makes
Arteta?
you-
Would you swap it for Arteta right now?
Sorry?
Would you swap him for Arteta then?
Well, obviously, I wouldn't get rid of Arteta now. He's just won the title. Hadn't he done, it would have been a different
You're trying to convince
conversation.
me and yourself at the same time. You're trying to convince me and convince yourself. You don't actually look like you believe what you're saying.
So
I do believe
why?
what I'm saying.
Why
I
are you
do
even bringing them up?
definitely believe what
Seb,
I'm saying.
why are you bringing them up if you won't stop them then?
Sorry?
Why are you bringing it up then about Mourinho and Allegri?
Conversation.
Because he said,
So I thought I might as well say my bit. I didn't bring it up first.
No, he's not. Okay, I admit, I said about Allegri, but you said about Mourinho, bro.
No. That wasn't me either.
All right, mate.
Yeah, to be
don't think
fair,
anyone else mentioned Jose
I said, I like the fact we went from diverting from bloody Mourinho to Allegri.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
after-
see,
Right,
I
let's
didn't.
go next question.
all right.
I'm
I don't
serious,
even know what to
I'm
ask next. Have we brought up Julian Alvarez, by the way, or was that like part of the segment?
No, we have
Yeah,
not
we-
really.
We've done Alvarez, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
Not really.
Wait,
but
just
yeah.
quickly, what did everyone say about Alvarez?
I
No,
take
On
him.
Martinelli very,
I
very
take
quickly.
him if he wants. I take him still.
I agree.
I wouldn't. He's like that thing that he doesn't want to come. He won't be his second option.
Yeah.
Well,
doesn't want us.
No,
But-
yeah.
He wants
I
his
get-
preference is Barcelona though. Like,
but he wins. If
It
he
is.
comes and he wins us titles, I'm for it. Even if
Yeah.
even if it is only for a couple of years, world titles, I'm taking that. Plus, he's still only like 25. So if he
I
does
don't
get
like
his
being a
dream,
side team.
if he does get his dream move in a few years' time, he'll still be in his 20s, in his prime years. We can get good money for him and still do it.
You get
Either
your
way,
I don't like being a side
either
team.
way, it's a win-win. This if he does, it's a win-win. But
It's not because if
I still
we
think
buy
it's a
him
risk.
for 100
I still think it's a risk, Seb,
no,
though,
it's
paying
not.
that
No,
money.
It's not a win-win. Because
he's always done it in the Premier League as well.
Wait,
He's
hold
done
on.
it.
If we buy him for that price of 150 million or 100 or whatever, if it's
125.
we're
It
not
will
getting
come
more
down.
money than
It will come down.
We don't even know my point, bro. If we buy him for that 110 million pounds, we're looking at buying him for, bro. We are not going to sell him for a profit. No one is
We
buying,
will.
No one is paying. Okay, we buy for.
But we
150
will
million, yeah?
because he'll
Okay,
still be in his
we buy him
20s.
for
He'll still be in his
150 million, yeah?
20s.
Oh my days, Seb, who are you arguing with yourself? Because you don't know my point. Because, bro, if you buy it for 150 million, who's paying more than that for
Barcelona
to get
will,
him?
if Barcelona really want him,
I'm
they'll pay him.
with Io on this one.
We're not making no profit.
Yeah, because
And plus, he wins us titles in a win now situation. I'm for it. I want more
You don't
titles.
even, you don't,
yeah, but what if he came in and flopped Seb then?
He
Then
won't
we lose
flop.
all. Then we lose all
He
the
won't
value.
flop. He won't flop. He'll suit
because
the
you can
style.
predict the
of play.
future, innit?
He'll suit the style of play. He won't flop. He's done it in the league. So seriously, he's perfect for what we need.
yeah, but is
in
he a
this
lone
season.
striker? I don't see him as a lone striker, to be honest. That's the
He
thing.
can do both. He can do that as well.
No, he
But
doesn't
what
play as a
about-
lone striker though, Seb.
And hopefully we'll still have the Alvarez, so we can, so it won't work. So it won't
There's too
lose.
many cons to the pros. There's too many cons. It will cost way too much money.
Yeah.
Way too much. Second of all, the position that we're looking at playing him, it's not even going to be. He's not a guaranteed
Yeah.
success. even though he's definitely a bad player.
He's the best one out there. He's the best one out there.
So there was this tweet I read. Sorry, guys. It says
But just because he's the
you left
best one
Man
out there, it
City.
doesn't necessarily mean
You left Man City because you wanted more playing time. Atletico gave you exactly what you asked and invested in their club record deal on you, making you the spotlight. But what did you give them in return? 2 years. You had 4 years left on your contract, but you kept talking publicly about a dream move to another club. Atletico still backed you, invested heavily in you, gave you the platform you demanded, but yet you're still seeking the exit. Now you're not getting booed by your own fans. That tells you everything. Do you think that you don't have the same attitude when you come to Arsenal? Well, I've seen this movie before. A player gets everything he wants, the club builds everything around him, but he makes a different move. So I don't need Alvarez at Arsenal right now. I know he's a good player and whatnot, but he's right now. You look at me as a stepping stone. Me, a bloody Premier League champion, as a stepping stone to go to Barcelona in the future.
But listen, right. Let me address that. Right. It's happened before Atletico Madrid. Remember before Sergio Aguero
with Real Madrid.
Exactly. The same thing was happening.
And he became a Man City legend. I ain't saying Alvarez is
legend. He's a legend. And in my opinion, the best striker in the Premier League other than Thierry.
But the guy is clearly not happy. Like, okay. All this while No. See my point, bro. Arsenal are interested in Alvarez.
Yes.
What Alvarez has been talking about in the transfer market have been Barcelona. His focus is just on Barcelona, even if they cannot afford him right now. So what's the bloody point?
They ain't getting him, AT. They ain't getting him.
They ain't getting him.
No chance. They ain't getting him, bro. Yeah. So they're not getting him, but for some reason he doesn't really care about Arsenal. Where his focus is so
not because he doesn't like Arsenal. It's not because he doesn't like Arsenal. And in fact, the reason why he left Man City was not because of playing time. It was more to do with the fact that him and his family not so much him, his family didn't settle in London, and now they've got visa
Manchester.
In Manchester.
Ask Man City fans, bro. Man City fans miss
exactly. They like him.
If they didn't settle in Manchester,
visa issues, and his family didn't settle in England. That's
if
why
they didn't settle in London, did they train up every day?
No, it was.
I'm joking. I knew you meant Manchester.
I got a question though.
Because he doesn't like Arsenal.
Were we not Lacazette's second option as well?
Yes, because he wanted Atletico Madrid, but they had a transfer ban, so he came to Arsenal. Yes. Because they had a transfer ban.
I personally still agree with AT though. I still would not take what's it called, Alvarez at Arsenal. I still wouldn't take him. I'm not a side thing. I've never been a side thing.
Yeah, but can we blame him for winning Barca? The guy's South American. He
should go to Barcelona then.
But he's not going to go to Barcelona. Madrid have closed. Atletico Madrid have closed those doors. They ain't going to do it. There's nothing there.
And in my opinion, he's not worth 150 euros. No chance. That's BS, bro.
No, of course he's not. I agree. I think he's mad overpriced.
It will come down to at least 100 and something. It will come down.
The thing is, Seb, Atleti will be willing to do business with us as well. It's not like we're Barcelona. Because
yes, it will. Take it. I do it.
So I think where I am on Alvarez, right, is I think Alvarez. I have the same concern about Alvarez from a player point of view. I did more than was. I'm not quite sure where he plays, and that worries me. But Arsenal will have a plan for him, you would have thought. Whether that's going to be off the left, which I actually think he is a better player off the left, I really do, or whether that's centrally and we move Ezra out the left and we almost play a two up top when Odegaard doesn't play, right? As I mentioned earlier. I agree with Seb. I don't think we'll play 150 million euros. I think that will come down. The concern is obviously on the attitude. I'm not actually bothered that we're not his first choice because for most South Americans, as Josh was alluding to, Barcelona, Real Madrid is where they want to play.
Absolutely.
And let's be honest, none of us were turning our nose up at Vinicius Jr. because Arsenal was his second choice, right? Had the deal not been done at Real Madrid, I think he would have come. And I think this is where we are with Alvarez. The concern...
but sorry to cut you.
Okay, sorry, really quickly.
Okay. Go ahead.
You might be about to make this point. The concern with him is, as Seb was alluding to, is does his family settle and does that make him really unhappy? Because since we left the EU, of course, the visa situation means it's harder for his family to come over and he may have less support around him. And that is clearly very important to him. I'm not worried about him twerking for Barcelona in a year or two time. You might not get all your money back, but you'll probably get most, if not all of it back. And from an SCR perspective, I must stop calling PSR, SCR perspective, that will actually possibly be a profit, or at least break even. That allows you to go and invest again. So I think the big issue is if he's unhappy, because if he's unhappy, we could end up in a situation like Lucas Torreira, who I thought was a really good signing for Arsenal, but it never worked out because he wasn't happy.
He was homesick.
No, so everything he said was correct, but when you compare it to I think we are wrong there, because the reason was that Real Madrid had been stalling to give him a contract for a very long time, and we just showed up with a better offer. It's very different from what Alvarez is doing right now. Vinicius actually wanted to stay.
It is different. You're right, but you are right. It's a different way round of how you become the second choice, right? But you are still the second choice in that scenario. But you are right. It is a different way of being the second choice. But I think that's the risk of Alvarez.
I don't think we should be prioritizing Alvarez over Barcola anyway. I think Barcola should be a way higher option than Alvarez. I don't know why Alvarez is still being discussed. It's not by us on the panel, but by Arsenal. Why are we still looking at?
No, but you have Gyökeres, you have Havertz, you have Merino. We are stacked in center forward position already, bro. We don't need Alvarez.
Is this not the guy Arteta always wanted? Alvarez.
If I bring Alvarez in, I actually play him off the left, which I think is still his stronger position. What I don't know is whether Arsenal will do that, but I actually don't disagree at all with Ayo there on Barcola. I wanted Barcola as my left wing option this summer because I think we needed that out and out left winger. Because as Rory said earlier, there's only really Madueke left in the squad that's an out and out left. Winger. He's obviously on the right, so I think Arsenal need that profile in there. I really do, and I think he can beat a man. Again, there are bits in the final third still, but I think that's true of most wide forwards in Europe.
But
the question is,
I have a question for you. How has that worked out for us? How has that winger worked out for us? The Martinellis and the Maduekes of this world.
Well, I think Barcola is a better player than both of those two.
Yes.
But I do think having that profile in the squad allows you to change things in a way similar to like Gyökeres and Havertz, right? You've got two different profile of wingers, so if one's not working, you can try the other to get tactically around them and set the team up differently. I think the question about Barcola is, what will the price be? And it's
exactly.
That is a genuine question. I don't know what.
Yeah, but I hope you know that Barcola scored only 13 goals in the bloody French league last year.
Yes, he done well. PSG's.
You don't watch that league, Seb. You don't watch that league, even though you just said you'll take Barcola, and you're telling me you don't watch the league,
bro. 13 goals.
Rewind the stream, Seb. You literally said I want Barcola, but now you're saying we don't watch the league.
You don't need to do a Declan Rice. Just say it, bro.
You're on mute, bro.
Just say it. He's not even on mute.
He's not on mute. He's whispering, flipping.
I don't know why.
Because I know if I say it, he'll start a conflict again. I'm not.
But hold on, Seb. Didn't you just say you wanted Barcola?
Yes.
But you just said that we don't want that league.
No, you don't. But
you want him.
Do you want him? Do you want him?
No. With Barcola, I'm saying it's not.
Say it, bro.
Oh. See, I think you say because you whispered. I'm thinking of saying something different. It's not that. Wait, what are you saying? It's not your money.
Oh, it's not. Off flip's sake.
It's not your money.
Here's a question,
Arsenal
guys.
can probably afford Barcola, right? But again, you've got to look at the consequences down the line.
Could I ask a question? Do you guys think Barcola starts?
We're not anywhere near FFP.
I didn't say we were. Sorry, Rory, you can repeat your question in a minute. I just said Arsenal can afford Barcola. The issue is, what does it do down the line? Because you're on a 3-year rolling. And if Barcola doesn't work out at the price, it's a huge amount of money to pay. That's why the price is important.
And plus, don't forget, we were willing to go all out for Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, but Vinicius Jr.
because he was worth it, man. Come on.
He was cost more.
Yeah, again, but he's levels above, right?
And how much are they currently saying for Barcola?
130 million up front. Yeah. That's what they want.
Yeah, and this is my next question, right? Do you guys think Barcola starts the left wing right now?
Yes.
Yes. Right now, no. Right now, Right now, Zorlis keeps his spot on form, but I think Barcola probably would overtake him. But again, I think you can make a horses for courses selection. depending on
Yeah,
your
no,
progress, you can choose
but
one.
then
or the
again,
other.
you have to look at the price point. If I buy you for 140 mil, I can't put you
You've
on my
got to start
bench.
him if you're buying for that amount of money, no?
Yeah.
Not
I think
necessarily.
I reckon this left wing position actually is going to turn out exactly how it has for the striker, right? We've been asking for, you know,
Well,
a proven goal
that it
scorer
doesn't
for
solve the
years
problem.
after playing for a
That it doesn't solve the
Huh?
problem. That is good, but it doesn't solve the problem.
What doesn't solve the problem? What doesn't
You
solve the
said,
problem?
because you mentioned how a striker turns out, because just like I think with Jokeres, I think he's a great player, and I think he's done well for his first season. But
I do as well, yeah.
But I don't think he has solved the problem. I don't think he solved the issue.
I think we needed a midfielder and a left winger to come. I think we needed another midfielder and a left winger to come in that same summer. But at the same time,
What's
what I'm
the
trying to say
issue?
is we were screaming.
No, sorry, go on, Rory.
Go on,
He hasn't solved the problem up front. He hasn't. We're still not. He still
What, in
works.
terms of how many goals we score or being clinical?
Being clinical and having that threat in that final third.
Yeah, but the vast majority,
That was a problem. That's been a problem for years. And I don't think
but the vast majority
solved that problem. I'd still keep him.
Yeah, but a lot of us wanted a striker coming in, right?
Yeah.
And we all thought, right, Jokeres coming in.
I'm still happy.
Brilliant. The moment we got that, here we go. Right, we're going to bang goals, right, this season. After being eager for a striker. The season before, right, we're lacking goals as well. This left wing situation, right? Martinelli is more of a finisher, as he is, you know, a creator. Barcola, I would say, is more of a creator than he is a finisher. If we were going to bring in Barcola, I think we would have that same issue. In a year's time, we'll be like, oh no, we need a finisher and blah blah
Why
blah.
is Barcola more
Not
of a
necessarily
creator than a
anyone
finisher?
tricky down the left hand side. That's exactly how it's going to go.
I can see where he's coming from.
No, but why is Barcola more of a creator?
He isn't really prolific. He isn't that prolific.
Yeah.
He's obviously
not.
I remember that Champions League final.
He scored more goals than
in
assists.
90, but thankfully it was him.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the goals he scored
This
against
is the
Chelsea.
point.
No, he doesn't.
Liam Rossini's Chelsea, whoopee doo, bro. Come on.
Wait, Martinelli was scoring against joke-man teams as well, but you're still gassing his performances, bro.
Atletico, Bayern Munich.
In matches
Okay,
before
but
that were
Barcola scored
less
crucial goals in the
important
Champions
than
League as well,
the
but we're doing
really
it, bro.
mattered.
Do you want me to bring up the
Were
goals he scored in the
less
Champions League?
They were less important games.
I can bring it up, bro.
Well, you have the games in the latest stages.
I remember him scoring a
More
brace against Chelsea, I think. A couple of goals over 2 legs.
Who did?
But Martinelli scored against Atletico, Bayern Munich.
All in the group stage.
You know,
All in the group stage, bro.
All in the league stage.
All in the
What
group
difference
stage.
does that make,
If you're using
bro?
group stage tax, then okay, cool, fine. But what did you do after the group stage?
You've also got to do it when it really matters.
Assists
back on Martinelli again.
quarterfinals.
You have to do it then.
Oh my god, man.
I didn't bring it up. This time.
I was saying he what's it called? He said
I didn't bring it up.
Created in the finisher, but he doesn't. He got 1 assist in the.
Listen,
in the
I was the one who asked the question.
I've long since forgotten what the question was.
Barcola got 1 assist in the.
It was about Barcola, bro.
What?
About him.
What is it?
You asked me about Barcola, no?
No, you asked. You said
I
about.
take
You
it,
said
but again,
you said Barcola is
again,
more
he's not
creative.
really.
Also,
I take him, but again, he's not
yeah,
really.
but on the follow up to my point, you asked me about Barcola, bro.
I take
Who?
him.
Me or Seb? Is it myself?
You.
Yeah, bro. I know. I didn't. What do you mean to the follow up, bro? You said Barcola is more of a creator than a finisher. Then I asked you, why is Barcola more of a creator than a finisher? That's what I asked you.
Yeah, because I will admit that, you know, he is better at dribbling, taking his man on, but when it comes to his end product, it's horrific, bro. So is he really going to solve?
I don't think it's horrific at
our
all.
left-hand side issues, i.e., our forward line.
It's not that amazing. His end product. His end product isn't amazing.
Is he going to solve it better than Martinelli did?
Yes.
Because Martinelli, as I said, got 18.
His end product isn't that bad, bro. It's not.
Martinelli got 18 GA last season, right? So we're looking at Barcola for 145 million at the age of, how old is he? 23, 24? I'm looking at least 25, 30. Is he capable of doing that in the Premier League?
If we're not paying 140 million for Alvarez,
No.
If we're not paying 140 million for Alvarez, we're not paying 140 million for Barcola. We can't. We're just not going to do that, bro. Are we? We're not going to pay the same. We're not going to do that. Like, what do you mean? Why do you pay it? Why can't we negotiate that down? I said, if we're not going to pay 145 million for Alvarez, we're not paying 145 million for Barcola, bro. It's going to go down.
Well, you're still looking 100. You're still looking 90, 100 million, even if you're trying to bring the price down, bro.
And that's the market. That's the market for a left winger. If you're looking for a top left winger, you're not going to get anything less than that, bro. You're not going to pay anything less than that. Who are you paying less than that for?
But we're not even talking.
You're paying over 100 for Yildiz. You're paying over 100 for even for the Vinny signing. You're paying 100 for every over a top left winger, bro.
But we're not even talking Barcola's like this. But we're not even talking Barcola is like this.
There isn't one.
Let Rory answer, bro. Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. There is no competent.
I've said all along the attacking market. The attacking market is so low.
Let Rory finish, bro.
He hasn't finished.
He hasn't finished.
He hasn't. He's said one sentence.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say like there's no real upgrade on the fucking market at left wing. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's
Like,
right.
that is why I think we could come to regret selling Martinelli.
No.
It's a Barcola. Not upgrade on Martinelli.
No.
Flipping that. Like, Rory, to you, Barcola's not upgrade on Martinelli.
What are you knowing at? Like, what is?
It's time.
What do you say, Ayo?
Yeah, it's time to move on. I'm sick of starting about Martinelli.
Is Barcola not an upgrade on Martinelli?
Time to move
It's time to move on, Seth.
It's 100% time to move on from this conversation.
Time to move on. No room for sentiment.
Oh no, Seb, I'm in that conversation.
Oh my God.
Have any of you listened to what I've said, right?
We have listened to what you said. We have listened to what you said.
I'm not saying I'm starting Martinelli next season, all right?
We have
and I
listened to
also
what you
never said that Martinelli shouldn't go. At this point in the window, for God's sake, right, when there's fucking a week to go,
they will get someone.
How long will it take?
Someone isn't going to be better than Martinelli, is it?
Otherwise, he will stay.
You rate Martinelli.
I have said this all along.
Rory, I have a question for you, Rory. How many games do you think Martinelli will start this season?
Not a lot.
If he stayed.
Not a lot, man.
Yeah, not a lot, but that's not the point.
So how?
I think Rory's main point here is a really good one, right? Which is, and I agree with him. You don't sell Martinelli if you haven't got a replacement in. I do think Arsenal will have a replacement in. I don't think they would sanction it otherwise. I do think there are also, to Rory's second point around Barcola, I think Barcola is better than Martinelli. The question is he double the price of Martinelli?
He doesn't think he's better than Martinelli.
I'll tell you what else we should do.
No, but I'm saying, my question here is I don't think he's double the problem. But I think the thing we got here is we don't know what Arsenal are going to do. And we sort of talked it through, right? We don't know what they're going to do. We'll see what they're going to do, and then we'll have an analyze of it.
My argument to that was, I don't think Rory, do you really think Barcola's not better than Martinelli?
I mean, I think he is.
I said, for me, I never compared Barcola and Martinelli. I just don't think he's that much of an upgrade.
Question, bro. It's a simple question. Do you think Barcola is better than Martinelli?
I think Barcola's a better footballer than Martinelli.
When you say better footballer, I feel like it's a cop out. Do you think he's better than Martinelli?
No, it's not.
There's one name you haven't mentioned. We haven't mentioned.
No, Seth, let's finish the topic, brother. Let's finish the topic, bro, please.
Bro, like I can't even.
Danny Olmo.
You're asking me.
Mate, he's Spain's best player.
But he's not a left winger though, Seb. Come on.
He's
He
a
can do a
camel.
Why are
good
we
job there.
diverting
He's
the topics
class.
of the-
In tight spaces, he's the best in the world.
But Seb, why are we diverting the topic, bro? Like,
I'm not like
I'm
trying to, like,
play on the
this
left. You
is
play on the
slightly.
left.
I think I'm biting the rage bit. I think I'm biting her, bro. I think I'm biting the rage bit.
I'm
And
trying,
he's old,
I'm trying
man.
to answer. I'm trying to answer Io's question about whether or not I think Barcola is better than Martinelli. Yes,
Give
I
it
think he's a
another
better
name mentioned.
footballer.
Every name I
He's
keep
better on
mentioning
the
gets
ice.
dismissed, when in fact they are better.
Oh, Seb, brother. Relax.
Danny Olmo is way better
Real
than
life.
anyone
Real
we've
life.
got.
Real life.
Are we not talking about?
Real
Why are
life.
we talking about Danny Olmo?
Can't talk ball with you, bro. We're gonna talk
What are
real
we
football.
talking
Bro.
about?
I ain't walking about Danny Olmo,
So,
bro.
so Rory, we have a very
I'm
bloated
talking-
squad, right? Martinelli is earning 180 bags. He's not going to start enough games for us. We are at a point where we are going to receive a very good offer for him. He has to go. Now we have
Yes,
Eberechi
and-
Eze, who can actually do the job on the left wing as well, because he has done it for Crystal Palace, he has done it for England, and he can do it for us now.
You played as the left 10, 80. You didn't play as the out-and-out left winger.
Yeah,
This
no,
is my
because,
issue
because
with
no,
you, bro. This is my issue.
left 10, left winger, he cuts in as the inside forward with Calaferi bombing down the left to support him,
Yes.
giving width.
Yes.
Wait, so
That's
80,
what it
80. If
is.
we had Solis and Eze as our two left winners next season, do you think that's good enough then to get us
I'm
Champions?
good. I'm very good. Trust me.
Do you think Martinelli
I'm
is
very
good enough
good.
to win Champions League?
Very good.
I'm good. Yeah, because in central midfield right now, Josh, we are bloated in central
Why are we
midfield.
talking about the
Is
Champions
There'll be
either
another.
Eze
There'll
or
be
Martinelli.
another
Champions
imbalance.
League.
You'll have
Josh,
an imbalance
Josh,
on the
it's
wing.
Wait,
Eze or
sorry.
Martinelli.
Yeah, go on, Ayo.
It's either Eze or Martinelli. That's what we're talking. If we're not gonna, if we don't bring in the left winger, it's either Eze or Martinelli. It's either we sell Martinelli now for 60 million, or we let him go next season for 20, or we use Eze now and we bring in either a left winger in January or next season, where there will definitely be someone on the market to bring in. Right now, Eze to me, it brings more to the team, it will bring more to the team than Martinelli ever would in 90 minutes.
Yeah, straight up.
What, as a left winner?
As a
Hold on a
left
minute.
winger,
Hold on. Io, when I said that I think Martinelli should be playing as an inside forward, you were saying, "Oh no, he's not going to do that and whatnot." Blah 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 blah. But you think Arteta is going to play Eze as a left winger consistently?
Yes.
As the
And this
inside
is why-
forward
Because
on
he's
the
played there
left.
twice.
Let me ask you.
He's
okay,
not.
okay.
Arteta's done that twice. So when I
Okay,
bring
okay,
up,
Yeah,
the
because-
fact that,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
no,
okay,
Arteta
Yeah,
didn't do that.
because that time he still had Martinelli, bro. He still had Martinelli, but now Martinelli is gone.
Villa Park.
So he has to play Eze.
Played Eze left wing.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah,
very
yeah,
early. Eze. He didn't know the system, bro.
Yeah, no, Villa played in left wing, and obviously he didn't defend it. It didn't work out well. But when we subbed Zolis against Coventry, who did we bring on?
Yeah.
Eze,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
stayed
Yeah,
there
fair enough.
and played in that
Eze, but
position.
What did he do? What
Come
did he
on,
do?
8
What
minutes,
did he
7
do
minutes.
in 15 minutes, bro? What did he do? He came on. He was the last sub in the 75th minute, or the 8th. He was the second last sub.
Yeah, but I would have expected a little bit more.
Or more of what?
Listen, I'd like to see.
The entire team was vibing at that point, bro. 3-0 up.
When Eze came on, what did he see him do? He wasn't even playing in left wing. He was inside playing as what Trossard used to do. Remember Trossard last season? Trossard wasn't playing fully. He was given the range to just roam anywhere, bro. Imagine Eze having the same range and the same freedom Trossard had last season. Eze is better than Trossard. To me, Eze is better than Trossard. Yeah, Listen,
I like the idea, but I just don't see it happening, bro. That's been my whole
It
point.
happened though. It has already happened. It happened.
Yeah, it has happened already. He was
Yes,
Azolis left the
one game
pitch.
when we've
Eze
seen
replaced
the
him as a
ball,
left
bro.
winger. And
Do you see
even
Eze
in
starting? Do you see Eze
It
starting
happened.
at left wing, bro?
It happened.
yeah, of course. If you want to rest Zolis, you can play Eze there.
Twice, Io, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, no, but because we had Martinelli in that position already, bro.
Exactly.
And now Martinelli is
If
gone.
you only have
So why
Jonas and
didn't
Eze,
Martinelli?
obviously Eze
So why
is
didn't
gonna play
Martinelli
left wing.
start away at Villa Park then?
Well, I think the reason
Why
we
didn't
didn't see
Martinelli
Eze,
start at left wing?
there's two reasons we didn't see Eze out wide. Well, three really. One, we had options out there. Secondly, when he played against Villa, obviously he didn't do the tracking back and got punished, and that was from that left wing position. But third and most importantly of all, Odegaard spent most of last season struggling with injury and to find form, and
Facts.
Eze then got most of his minutes in the middle. But for
Facts.
Palace, well, he wasn't a traditional left winger. He played off that left-hand side coming in, so he can do it.
Facts.
But it wouldn't be my choice. But
Listen,
as I
I
said,
like the idea.
we will see what Arsenal will do in the window, and we'll find out, right?
Yeah, listen, I like the idea, but my whole point this whole time has been the fact I don't see it happening. And
Why?
it's funny because, as I said, Io, you've used exactly the same argument to defeat Martinelli. The fact he's never going to play as an inside forward.
you're saying you're saying you don't see it happening, but we've just brought up three very Dom just said 3 very valid reasons to why it will happen. But if you're just not acknowledging it, Martinelli's gone. If it's only Zolis and Eze there, Eze is obviously going to get minutes at left wing. If Zolis is the only left winger, Eze is obviously going to get minutes out there because he's the only guy that knows how to play left wing. You have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge it, bro. You can't just have Zolis there.
But then 80 asks the question: how many minutes was Martinelli going to get?
Obviously Martinelli's going to play minutes. He's obviously going to play minutes, but he's not going to start. He asked, 80 asked how many starts. Was it
Eze's not going to start right now, is he?
ET says it, but
Eze's not going to start right now, is he?
Bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Martinelli. Whether or not I think Martinelli's going to start next season, or how many games to be precise. Huh?
Can you guys see?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I didn't hear what you said. No, so what I said was 80 asked the question, how many games I think Martinelli's going to start? Something like that, right? I'm like, listen, I don't think Martinelli will start a whole lot next season if he was going to stay, right? Then you're bringing up the fact Eze and the fact he will start at left wing. I don't think he will start at left wing. Regardless, I think, you know what it is? I think it was either Dom or Seb who brought up this point that I think we will get someone.
Yeah, but there was even a time in April, right, when we had Eze on the left wing against Man City. Then we now had him against Newcastle, right? Then when we played against Atletico in the Champions League, we now brought Martinelli back. But every time Odegaard is out of the team, Eze is versatile enough to play as a cam as well. But he's very adept playing on the left wing. And trust me, this season, once you saw Martinelli...
Fair enough, right? He played there 3 times. I forgot about the City game. But still, 3 games when we're talking...
But 3 games based on the fact that you already had... because you had Martinelli and Trossard as the recognized left wingers or left-sided attackers, whatever you want to call it. But bottom line is that when Trossard was playing, Trossard wasn't playing as a winger, but playing as an inside forward, just like Zolis, just like Eze.
But the point is whether he's going to start at left wing, though. That's the thing.
He will get.
He'll be doing.
Yeah, he will get games.
Doing Martinelli shift, bro. Especially when he's not a left winger as well.
What's a Martinelli shift? Was Trossard doing Martinelli shifts last season? What are you talking about? Martinelli shifts? What tracking back? Is that what you talking about? When you say Martinelli shifts, do you mean tracking back?
No, bro. Let's not be stupid. Let's not act stupid on purpose, right? Martinelli.
Bro, I'm asking you I'm asking you to elaborate on your point. I said, when you mean Martinelli shifts, you mean tracking back? What do you mean, bro?
Martinelli made an impact. You can't tell me Martinelli did not make an impact in a lot of games last season when he came off the bench.
Tell me.
I have breaking Martinelli news, by the way. There are reports, albeit not from top tier, that Martinelli has now agreed a deal to go to Saudi for 20 million euros a year. The fee will be 60 million euros with a sell-on clause included for Arsenal.
If you give me 20 million a year, I'll change my name too, man. I already have the beards to match.
all those figures are in euros, by the way.
Damn.
I don't know why
they are not top tier journalists, so I think we need to be really clear.
It comes from Fabrizio or Ornstein or Mockbell, then you can believe it.
But he pretty much said that it's very close then.
Yeah.
Basically,
I do think he will get done.
I think it's believable because we've had those early ones, as Josh said, indicating.
I do think it will get done. Yes.
But we'll see what happens.
Like,
But
so,
that sort of seems
yeah. Josh, Dom, you're moving from 170 bags to almost 400 bags a week, bro.
Yeah.
And the tax is a whole lot different.
With significantly less tax.
Yeah.
So what are we saying here, bro? Oscar led the template when he went to China at 24.
Well, the only thing here is, and I think that's the point, isn't it? That I think Martinelli's good enough to stay in top 5 leagues in Europe. Yes, he'd earn a little bit less, but it's what it does to his international career. But equally, if I'm earning that much, I can probably live with it.
Bro,
but he can go there for like 3 seasons, cook, make some more money, and come back.
Guy did it, man. John
Duran.
He went to Al Nassr.
And no one knows who he is anymore.
But
even Henderson, like any pension in Chelsea right now, he went to Al Ettifaq.
Yeah.
But just on good cheat, I went to Ajax before going to Brentford.
Yeah.
So you can always go back to Europe, bro. Come on.
It's an odd choice to go that way round, but at that money, you can understand it. Right? It's life changing.
Bro.
It's life changing. Life changing.
I think I watched Saudi League games, bro.
Sorry, I didn't hear you, AT.
Have you guys taken time to watch Saudi League games? You want to cry, like they're so boring. They're so hot. But at the end of the day, you're gonna make your mullah.
I've never watched them, to be honest, mate.
No, watch one in my life, to be fair, bro.
I don't plan on starting anytime soon.
Yeah.
And the quality is so bad, like it's so bad. Like no. But I'm still very angry. Christian Somerville left a relegated team for 80 bloody mil. And Martinelli is leaving the Premier League champions for 60 mil.
How much is he on? He must be on crazy wages, 80.
Do you get? But my question is, how come we could not package Martinelli to get to like 80 mil or something? Now,
I think that is a fair point. Look, he's going to be a record. He's going to be a record sale for Arsenal, but you know the only reason I can come up with why it's just 60 million euros is because obviously he's very clearly subject to surplus requirements Arsenal and his wages. But I agree in this market it's a low transfer.
Yeah, in this market that a whole lot of crap is going on. Which I saw this guy for like 18 mil.
What about Savinho to Tottenham?
George, I was saying earlier though, that fee isn't really his fee because they're going to buy Marmoush at 55, and if they pay more than 55 for Marmoush, it triggers other payments to Frankfurt.
Close to Frankfurt, yeah.
Switch the 2 transfers round.
Oh, that kind of makes sense then.
Man City and Chelsea do fraudulent deals every time.
Fraudulent 419ers. They need like investigating.
They haven't broken any rules, to be fair. They haven't broken any rules on that one, but they have broken the spirit of the rules, and I don't think it's right. And I really, genuinely do not think that is right. But they've not broken any rules.
No, but it's intentional. Like I remember that time when I think it was Luan that was in Portsmouth. He needed to play 20 games to give Lons like some fee. He got to 19 games and stayed on the bench at the end of the season.
Yeah. Teams do it all the time. Look. And you know, it's like Garnacho and Morgan Rogers. Both sides paid over 20 million more. Why? Because it helps their SCR perspective.
Could have got Rogers.
Well, the reason they paid the money is because they sold Garnacho for 40 when he's worth 20.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not against the rules. It's within the rules. It is not against the spirit. It's against the spirit of the rules only. I don't like it.
If I was Frankfurt, I'll be suing.
But you can't. There's nothing.
You can't really sue though.
There's no basis.
Sorry, what City have done is not right.
It's not right, but there's no legal basis to sue. Manchester City
maybe not sue. Maybe sue's the wrong word, but
there's nothing they can do. There is no avenue for them to do it. Chelsea and City. Sorry, Tottenham and City have reached an agreement at that price, and that is the price. I mean,
So I read somewhere that Unai Emery did not shake Hutzler. Was it true? I didn't watch the game.
Yes, apparently it was Mikel Arteta's fault. Because what he did was he was waiting. He was waiting in the cold and wet for Mikel Arteta to come and shake his hand, and Brighton.
Oh my god! That guy is such a poor loser, man. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted proof that he was a sore loser, you know, we're getting it in spades, right? Yeah, he went straight down that tunnel. His outrageous behaviour. Just Unai Emery.
It was outrageous behaviour.
Wouldn't shake the Brighton manager's hand at the weekend.
It was outrageous behaviour. Honestly, that man.
But you know,
but we backed him, innit?
That manager.
I thought if we backed him, he won us a league.
Who did?
Yeah, no.
Who did?
Crazy.
Wait, who are you talking about? Arteta or Emery?
No.
Or if we back
No, no,
Emery.
No, Emery, I don't like.
I think if Emery played under Edu, might have done better. That Salehi was just a fraud, bro.
Oh, so now he's out.
Oh, he
was
was,
just-
he was terrible.
Aya was terrible.
So was Disease.
Emery wanted a right-footed left winger from Ivory Coast. Salehi got a left-footed right winger.
He wanted Zaha.
But
Well, like,
Emery was
yeah.
a fraud though. I don't rate Emery, to be honest. I still don't rate Emery. I think what he did with Torreira was criminal. I felt the way he treated Torreira to the
It's
position.
terrible.
Torreira was playing as a cam at one point. Torreira, the DM we put.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing as a pivot. He's a
Wait,
pivot.
Ayo, you don't rate him from Arsenal, or you don't rate him in general?
I don't
As
rate
a
him
manager in
actually,
general.
I don't rate him in general. I don't rate his Arsenal.
In general, no, he has done well for himself, though. In general,
Yeah.
He's not well,
In
but
general, he
like,
was
guys
a
are
wrong
He was
one
good
for
for
Arsenal.
Arsenal. He should have been sacked, but overall, in
He was the
general,
wrong
Yeah.
one for Arsenal.
yeah. Arsenal, I know he struggled, but overall, he has done well for himself.
He's not a top. He's not. He couldn't manage the top teams in England. He couldn't manage any top teams. He's proven that. He's not a top team manager.
I agree with you, Ayo. I think Emery is a really top manager at a side sort of 8th to 3rd.
He was the
In the
wrong
Premier
one
League.
for Arsenal's Europa League level standards. That's his level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see the interview Aaron Ramsey done? I think it was a couple months ago, maybe this year, last year. I don't know, but he did an interview basically saying, listen, I would have stayed at Arsenal, but Emery just didn't, just didn't want him anymore.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Because
Because
Jose offered him 400 bags, bro. Arsenal was going to pay him 250. There was no way he was going to agree. I don't think he would
Ramsey
have
was also
stayed. I
crap
don't
that
think
season,
so.
by the way. That season we were what?
And he was really struggling with injuries too, and he had lost his place in the squad.
I agree
So,
with you, AT.
nah.
I don't believe Ramsey on that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't believe him on that one. That's not true. I don't believe him on that one.
That's
And he
about
also
him
wasn't good
embellishing his
They would
legacy.
have gone over. They would have actually gone over FFP if they gave him that, if he signed that contract. So they had to take it away. That is
Fair
actually the rule.
It's almost like money does matter.
And that was why. Listen. No. But back then, different scenario. Back then, different scenario, and that was why that January we could only sign loan players, and then we couldn't buy.
It's the same with
It's the
the same with the January couple of years ago. Why we didn't sign Watkins because we couldn't afford to go higher.
That is
We
one of the
didn't
jokes.
sign who? We didn't sign who?
We didn't sign Watkins a couple of years ago because we couldn't go higher than our initial bid.
No. Yeah, but at that time we weren't in FFP.
Well, we were. That's the whole point.
Back then we were, but not
So
now.
Ornstein's lying then. So
No.
Ornstein's lying. Well, then we were close and we couldn't go up.
We
'cause that's
weren't
what
close
Ornstein
to
reported.
that
Well, we
season.
were.
Yeah.
That's literally what Ornstein said.
Seb,
Yeah.
this is the first time I've ever met you, Bedbury Seb. This is the first time I've ever met you. No word of a lie, bro. Horror, bro.
What a win or not.
Horrible. This is horror.
Seb is a legend, man.
I'm not gonna lie, John, that was one of the greatest clapbacks I've ever seen, by the way.
Genuinely, bro.
Yeah, I know, and if Doug wants to be petty, he'll be so calm when going about it, bro. He just responded.
What did I do? Sorry, I got distracted. What did I do?
You're evil, bro. Nothing I can say at this point. You're evil.
No word of a lie, bro. Man.
Oh my god.
Some of the takes I've had today.
What do you want from me? What do you
What do you want? I want real popular conversation.
We are having a proper conversation.
You have pivoted from Allegri, Jose Mourinho, thinking about
Don't forget Danny Elmo and Grimaldo.
Yes.
You get me, bro? Like what? Danny Elmo
And Ayo, he hasn't spoken about Pedro Neto. We haven't gotten to Neto yet. Or have we? Did I miss that part?
Oh,
Neto.
man.
Please don't do
We
that.
haven't
Yeah.
had a wait. We haven't had a wait.
yeah, but we need a last wing of it. Oh.
Also,
Oh, yeah. I
Wait,
think you want
did-
to
wait,
that.
Ayo, Seb raised Neto so highly. Like he called it, he kind of And you won't think that, obviously, if not for the fact that Josh looks like Neto, Josh should be playing for Arsenal at this point too, according to Seb.
I'll do a better job, OT, bro. Come on.
Seb, I want to hear from your mouth. I want to hear from your mouth, Seb.
What
Tell me
do
you
you
rate
hear?
Neto.
Yeah, I think he's a good player.
Oh.
Yeah. He was smiling as well. He was smiling.
Better than Madueke
Say it with
and better than Martinelli.
Wait, Seb, would you sign him? Seb, would you sign him with 1 week left to go to the window then?
No, Neto's not better than Martinelli. Let's not do this.
Yes, he is.
Neto
Would you
was
sign him
worse
now,
stats
Seb, then?
than
Would you sign him now?
Martinelli, by the way.
If it means if it's him and no one else, yes. If it's him and no one else, and we can't get anyone else, yes.
Wait, so
I
you
have him-
Would
I
you
certainly have him-
sign Neto? Would you sign Neto over Leao?
Yes.
So you sign Neto at 80 million over Leao at 40?
Liao is
Wow.
awful. Liao is awful.
Okay, so can you guys hear this tweet?
Yeah.
What's
Okay,
that?
so now-
I
Backwards.
can't see.
If
Okay, yeah, it says Arteta. No, you just hear this out. Arteta waiting for Arsenal fans to finish crying over Martinelli, then signs Pedro Neto. So this is how he's moving when he does that.
Who tweeted that? Who tweeted
Neto
that?
and left wing, yeah. No one will lie, bro.
Some guy called Spike tweets. That was so stupid, man.
Seb,
Yeah.
man.
Horror.
Seb, I want Seb. It's,
He's got no words.
He doesn't. It's the first time I've seen Ayo just completely speechless, by the way, on screen.
Horror. Oh.
no one will lie, Seb. We've had a horror day, man. What I need you to do,
Seb, what have you done to my boy?
I need you to do, I think, yeah, like you know what it is. I don't even blame you, yeah, because sometimes this can be like a symptom of dehydration. What you need, yeah, drink more water. You get me? Maybe put like what's that thing you put in water to make you hydrate more? You need to put that inside because broski, you are off it today. You're off your game. You're not sharp. You need more sharpness. You get me? I don't know what I'm hearing today, man. Pedro Neto left wing. That is terrorism.
Also, never done back in the day, but Super was a no-brainer back in the day.
Broski, man.
Has anyone got laughing gas? Oh no, Basuma's got some. If you need some, Basuma will sort you out.
I wanted him back
So-
in the day. I wanted him back
So,
in the day.
I have a question, guys. Are we ever going to see this Arteta again in the future? Taliban mode. Because with the way we are playing right now, I don't think we're going to see this Arteta anymore. And I think even just for one game, let's just go back to Taliban mode. Get one set piece, defend throughout. You know, just remind everybody that we are still petty like that. Because right now we're giving everybody 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and we're like, okay, we're all attacking and stuff. No, just for one game, go back to haram mode, man.
When was the last time you scored set piece? When was the last set piece? Because John will do
Our last set piece was when? That's a very good question. Let me think. When was the last set piece?
I think that
If
was.
you don't want to
Burnley.
Oh, Burnley. Yes, Burnley to win the league. Burnley. Yeah, Kai Havertz, King Kai.
Burnley, I have it.
Oh my god.
Where's Josh gone?
Are we done on this topic, by the way, lads? Or
I was done on it about an hour and a half ago, Rory.
We had to go.
yeah.
Horror.
Just to finish off, I know we play on Monday against Villa, but we might as well preview that because obviously we'll be back on Tuesday rather than next Monday, unfortunately. Might as well preview that. Listen, when you consider Villa's squad and the state they're in at the moment, the players they've lost, financially they're not looking good.
Have to win.
Exactly. We've got to
Have to win.
what's your
nothing else?
let him finish. Flip.
I mean, it's fine. Like, listen, I was just going to ask.
Well,
like,
I'd like the
predicted lineup.
question.
I'd like to hear it as well. Do you know what I mean?
Letting him speak.
Yeah, but predicted lineup. Anyone? Like, are you going for the same or?
I'm going
got any
concert
changes in mind?
Concert in defence. Concert in defence.
For who? Mascara?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, for this game, yes.
Difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, but he hasn't played any match in his preseason now. He didn't play any preseason game. He didn't play any game at all. And just straight into Villa Park straight.
Conser in. It's against his former club. He'll know what to do.
You see what I'm saying? The guy just talks.
Without being fit.
Everything else I keep the same.
Yeah, that's
About 80 though.
No,
80,
no,
you know
no.
what I do? You know what I do, 80? I'd probably drop Ben White. So maybe Mascara, someone just deputize at right back. I wouldn't play Ben White. Ben White, let his leg just rest. To be honest. Bro, he can't play every game this season.
I don't think he needs to rest though.
He'd have had over a week, wouldn't he?
He does need He does need
9 days worth of rest, bro. I don't think.
Exactly. It's been a long break. It's a long break.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long break.
That's a good.
Yeah,
that's a
he
good
didn't
point.
go to the World Cup either, did he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll drop it after the Villa game. Maybe I'll drop it because I don't want him playing.
But we have Chelsea next, bro.
You do have Chelsea next, so we'll
you play
typically
Conte
that
then?
then or not, or is he still?
Right now we can't drop him
Would
yet.
you play
Nah.
Would you play Mascara at right back or Conser against Chelsea?
Probably Conte.
No. I'll play Conser as centre back alongside Gabriel against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Then allow Mosquera to get a rest. Because right now that right triangle is cooking again. White, Odegaard, and Saka. So let's allow them cook.
So would you not want that against Chelsea?
You know what I'm saying now? So I would want White, Saka, and Odegaard to be in that flank. So Conser will play alongside Gabriel.
Also, you drop
For his
Mascara.
debut. Yeah, I'll drop Mosquera.
What would you guys do on Rice and Saka? Because obviously a lot of people saying that, we didn't want to see them playing at all, and now we are seeing them playing. And yeah, I think everyone's got them in their side so far. So
Mendy to come in.
I was to say, what about Bruno?
Bruno's
he's not. He's still injured though. So initially, I didn't want to see Rice and Saka, no doubt, but with the way the team was, we needed to get them into the mix, right? But I love how we're managing their minutes. Thankfully for Saka, we have Madueke, we have Dalman.
I think managing their
their
minutes is crucial.
Bruno.
No, I think it's going to be days. I think he'd be available for Villa. I think it's absolutely right to 80's point on managing their minutes. I don't think you can sit down out entirely until September, simply because if you do, then they've gone 8 weeks without playing football, and then you've got to get them back in. So I think managing their minutes. I think my team would be, I wouldn't play Conser at all because he's not playing minutes.
He's not fit.
But equally, that Villa crowd is going to be febrile, right? They just got an absolute tonking at Brighton. It's under the lights, and they're going to want revenge. I actually think Brighton smashing Villa is more dangerous for Arsenal. However, they do. Finish my point eventually. However, they do have a lot of injuries, right, in that midfield. So you would expect Arsenal to go out there and win, given the state they're in. But they are a dangerous opponent, and they are more dangerous after that Brighton game. So I go unchanged in defence because White's had his rest. I keep Mascara in because A, he played well, and B, I just don't want to wind the crowd up even more with Conser. I think if Bruno's fit, I play him alongside Miles Lewis-Skelly because I see Zubimendi and Miles as one side and Bruno and Rice as the other. I'm not saying they can't play together, but I would not necessarily. My least favourite midfield is Miles and Zubi because they're too similar. I'd rather have one of Rice or Bruno alongside them for the power. And then I'd probably go unchanged in attack. Yeah, and then I'd probably go unchanged in attack. But But because Saka's had 9 days to rest, but I probably, regardless of game state, make a change around the 65 minutes on Saka if he starts. So I think the only change I make is Bruno in for Declan if Bruno's fit.
Yeah, but I really hope that Gyökeres gets some minutes this time, though. Because
I agree.
Yeah, because but Barcelona is still like teasing him.
But I do think
I do.
Sorry, really quickly, Roy. I just want AT's view on this one because I think he missed it earlier. My view on Gyökeres not coming on against Coventry was Arsenal obviously had a plan change in Declan Rice because they probably didn't intend on starting him, and Saka and Odegaard. So there was 3 planned changes there from the start, plus Calafiori. So I think Gyökeres didn't play for any other reasons other than he just needed. They ran out of subs basically because they'd done so many planned subs. So I'm not necessarily worried about that. But I think him getting some minutes at Villa Park would be useful, particularly if Arsenal are up with a game or with
Yeah,
you know, with
I
20
know
to
that
go. There'll be spacing behind.
It's a bit painful for him not playing against Coventry because that's his former team. Obviously, wanted to show himself.
On
So
a
I feel that
personal note,
Calafiori for Hincapié change wasn't necessary. Maybe we should have allowed Calafiori play the full game to bring him on for Havertz. But at the same time, Calafiori is someone that we need to also manage his minutes well as well because of injury history. So
and
there's so many
obviously
players that
Arteta will have that medical data, won't he? So
yeah. And we
But I
need to
agree
give
with
Merino minutes. We need to give Eze minutes as well.
Yeah,
on a
I mean,
personal
now you've
level, though, it
mentioned
was
Gyökeres.
not unfortunate he didn't play against Coventry. Sorry, Rory.
Yeah, now you've mentioned Gyökeres. Don't you think he'll be better suited for this game than Havertz?
No. Havertz is better for this kind of game.
Really?
Why?
What
because-
against Emery's high line? Because you remember we started Marino at 9 last season, and we lost. We were all calling for him to be subbed at half time because he just isn't that type to get in behind. Whereas obviously Havertz, you play him at home or whatever. Gyökeres away from home though, you know, against Emery's high line.
But do you not think Havertz is good in behind as well?
Not really.
I think Havertz can go in behind.
Yeah, but he tends to drop deep more though, compared to going behind.
Yeah,
he tends to
Yeah.
drop deep more to build up play.
And you
But I
know the
think-
wingers, right? So Zolis, you don't get Zolis
Yeah,
in
but I
behind, nor do you do the same with Saka. So could we do?
I don't think this is a Gyökeres kind of game though. I don't think it's a Gyökeres kind of game. I think we should use Kai Havertz in this game. Then bring Gyökeres.
But I think
later.
Gyökeres can bully that defense. I don't see anybody in that defense that he can't bully. Like
Pau Torres and Lindelof. Ugh.
Yeah, Gyökeres.
Even if it's
Like-
not Gyökeres, could
like-
we do with any of the runners? Though? Could we do it with any other run? This is I don't even want to bring it up again, but that's why Martinelli
Martinelli
would be,
yeah.
you know, decent.
Noni
Yeah,
Madueke.
that's why Martinelli. would be a
Noni
decent
Madueke is
option.
an option for that.
Madueke
Yeah.
maybe.
Noni
But,
Madueke.
but if Brighton hadn't absolutely mauled Villa, I think they would see that traditional Emery high line. The reason I go Havertz for this one is because I think Villa are going to drop deep and make sure they don't go behind early. Because if they go behind early, that crowd is going to turn and it's going to get bad. So I think Emery goes safe, and that's why I start Havertz to try and bring them forward a bit. They come forward a bit, and then you bring Gyökeres on for exactly what you've just said, Rory, is those runners in behind. And I think that's how the game's going to go,
cool.
simply because Villa got an absolute tonking.
Yeah, and I know they don't have João Gomez for that game as well too.
Yeah, off topic, by the way. Do you guys see Unai Emery walking? Because I don't actually see him lasting long.
Yes,
He
I
could
think
walk.
that is a distinct possibility because he's lost his
absolutely,
stride and he's not been backed. I think, and he
It depends on where we are after the international break, right? Aston Villa. Let's look at the games they have. They have Arsenal now, and after Arsenal they have Hull City, a game they can potentially win. Although Hull kind of open their eyes against Man United. They have Nottingham Forest, they have Spurs, they have Brentford. So these are few games that they can pick up. That's my own opinion. So I'm guessing if after the international break they are still like maybe 13th, 14th-ish, then yeah, maybe America might decide to work. But I think the way he is right now, he will stay.
I don't think
Besides,
I think he does.
Sorry, bro. I also feel that Aston Villa are still going to make a couple of more signings for him because they've been linked with a couple of players too.
They're looking at like Joe Ordonez from Philippines. If Joe Ordonez is the replacement for Konza, yeah, I think Emery could walk. The type of replacements they're getting for the players they lose, they replaced Tillman with Manzambi. They're replacing.
Yeah, that's good.
Konza with
They've also
Joe
bought
Ordonez.
Matswin, if you know, you know.
What
Yeah,
do you
but Matteo Ruggeri was better than Luca Digny now.
Who?
Ruggeri, the right left back for Atletico Madrid that they signed from.
You think he's better than
Yeah,
Ruben
he's
Neto?
Matswin, bro.
Yeah, Digny was.
They signed your actual twin, can't
Yeah. It's your twin. That's your twin. He looks like Rory, like crazy. Yeah, and he has a good cross on him. The one I know that is not really a good replacement is Zion Suzuki. Suzuki is no Martinez. That's a very big loss for them, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why they played Bizot. That Bizot was just calamitous in the game against Brighton, man. Like Martinez is going to be a big miss.
Do we look alike?
Yeah, he looks so alike like Ruggeri, bro. Yep, that's it.
To be fair, I'd rather.
He's got some
Listen,
mad allegations
Master
against his name.
Splinter, Bulgari, anyone but Garnacho in it. So
Bulgari has some. You don't want Bulgari.
anyone
Bulgari
but
has some mad
transgender
allegations
49.
against his name. Bulgari has some mad allegations against his name. Some mad allegations.
Oh,
still.
bro, I've had many in the past 48 hours. I've had so many. Yo, Rory, is that you, bro? I'm like, yeah, bro. I didn't tell you I played for Aston Villa or I signed for Aston Villa. Just to finish off, guys, score predictions for me.
4-0.
4-0.
I think we're gonna conk the man's head.
4-0.
I think we're gonna do them nicely.
1.
I'm gonna go 2-0.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0 as well. I'll go 2-0.
What you said?
1-0.
Kai,
1-0.
no faith in your squad.
Because we're away from home, so I'm going 1.
Yeah,
If we're at home, I would have said much more.
I think Seb has a point here because it's away from home, it's under the lights. It's so difficult.
Yeah,
That
but
first
I
away game of
expect
the
to
season.
win. If we don't
Against
win,
who, though?
but I
Who in
expect
that
to
squad
win.
is gonna? They have no Onana, no Tielemans, no Watkins because he's about to leave. No, what's it called, bro? There's no one in that. Even João Gomez is
No Konza, man.
I do expect to win, though.
Leon
There's no
Goretzka's
win.
going to make his debut.
Goretzka.
See, there you go. There's a
Hey, Seb Goretzka.
already. There you go.
There we go.
So that's
what?
why we're gonna win 1-0 because of Goretzka, yeah.
Yeah.
You see? Smart business.
He's class. We should have signed him.
But then we wouldn't
my
have signed
days.
Bruno.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No. I wanted him in January. I wanted him all
Yes,
the time.
but I've been through this so many times. I am quoting, I'm now doing it from memory because I quoted it too many times. He came out specifically and said at the end of the window, he had received numerous offers during the transfer window from teams, but he wanted to stay at Bayern Munich.
Rory,
that.
Rory,
WB.
did you see how those shots? The clips between Endom and Seb on this Goretzka issue. I know there was one that you actually uploaded in the group that was like,
Hey.
no man. You need to show it to Iron Man.
Is Goretzka better than Lewis Kelly?
Yes.
Hey!
Really?
Yeah, I'm not, guys. You guys, I'm not buying on the rage bait today, guys. You guys have a great one. I love you guys. Listen, Rory, my G, you've had a good one. Seb, I hope I never
My
catch
brother,
shit
man.
with you again. What's it called? That's it, man.
My brother, man. Bless up.
My G, bless up,
Bye,
bless up,
yeah.
guys, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That was.
Goretzka is
No.
not better than
Oh.
Miles right now. No question about it. Like,
Seb,
if
Seb.
Goretzka
In
signed,
general, he is.
if
Maybe
Goretzka,
in general, he is.
on what metric? Apart from being more
Everything.
experienced.
Do you remember Michael Ballack back in the day? That's who
Yeah.
he reminds me of. That's who he reminds
Goretzka
me
never made the heights of Michael Ballack. Like, Michael Ballack is one of the best generational midfielders of his
of.
generation.
That was Goretzka.
Leo Goretzka is
Back in
nowhere
the day,
near
he
generational.
Back in the day.
Oh,
What they do?
A,
In Shaka?
okay, hang on. Wait, even if we take that premise, which I fundamentally disagree with on so many levels, but even if I take that premise, that's not today. So if we sign Goretzka, who leads the squad for him?
Cricket sounding.
Bruno?
Tumbleweed.
Declan.
Moreno.
Okay, so who's our third choice striker
you're
then?
not. Seb is moving on
Alvarez.
that chat.
Alvarez.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we
I
haven't
like
signed
that too, bro.
Alvarez. We haven't got Alvarez yet. We might not sign him. Right,
Yeah,
right now. Also, I think Miguel Moreno has a.
Jesus, he hasn't gone yet.
Okay, so
Oh, days.
so you'd rather have Jesus up front to sign Goretzka
No,
as
in
a fifth.
midfield.
Yeah, no, but you then have Jesus as a third choice striker, and you have Goretzka as a fifth choice midfielder to move on from Miguel Moreno, who is fundamentally quite important to our squad for many reasons. It doesn't make sense.
He's class.
Yeah,
He
come on,
was
you're not letting
class.
him go from
He was a very good midfielder. But there's a reason.
Was. Keyword.
Was is a key. There's a reason Bayern Munich, aside wanting to win trophies, allowed him to let his contract run down and leave.
Because no one came in actually put an offer in.
Well, why?
Nope.
Well,
It wasn't good enough, bro.
Why did no one put an offer in? Apart from the fact he wanted to stay in Germany, because if he was so good, someone would have put an offer in. No.
The Spurs wanted him, and that would infuriate me if that happened.
So Spurs finishing 17th wanted him. Does that give you an indication of his level?
Wanted him.
Oh, West Ham that were relegated.
United wanted him.
Right, brilliant. Well, United had no one in midfield at all. So he's better than Ugarte. I think we can all agree, right?
Yes,
he's better than Casemiro, who's about 370.
Yes.
Right, so it makes sense for them. But for us, where does the sense
wanted him as well.
Who?
Liverpool.
I'm not
and
sure.
At that time, he was better than McAllister. And he was better at that time.
When was he better than McAllister? When did they want him? When did they want him?
Jan and before.
Okay,
and when
let
Klopp
me just Google.
In January and when Klopp was around. You will find. So, Google Goretzka to Liverpool. You will find it. When Klopp was around as well. They wanted him twice.
Yeah, back in the day, I agree with you. He was a good midfielder. But I mean, I'm just Googling the Liverpool January links just to fact check it because it is important. But even so, the fact remains no one could sign him in January because he didn't want to leave Germany. They are his own words that he turned down offers to go abroad because he wanted to stay at Bayern Munich, making it impossible to sign him. And right now, no one in Arsenal's midfield is sitting down for him.
Well, not now. Before we sign Bruno, Bruno, I would have. He's certainly better than Norgard. Way better than Norgard.
Yeah, okay, I don't disagree on that. But Goretzka coming in means you don't sign Bruno, so we'd have been weaker. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I would have been. We would have been just the same right now.
What? Sorry, Goretzka and Bruno.
Well, Bruno
You're not playing Goretzka and Bruno.
No. Well, Bruno obviously now because he's Prem proven actually done it. While Goretzka, because he's one of the best. He's one of the best there's been.
One of the best.
So it's a win-win. It would have been a win-win either way. It would have been a win-win.
One of the no. Let's just rewind for a second. One of the best there's been.
That has been Goretzka.
Oh my god! Hey, big up AT, by the way. I completely understand why you're dipping, by the way.
Why?
Because we'll be going on for like 3 hours. It feels like.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't find any Google links on January 2026 Liverpool. But it doesn't make any sense to assign Goretzka. I mean, if it means Bruno doesn't happen, I'm taking Bruno all day long and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, okay, I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand.
You know, if we were signing Goretzka at 26, when he was 26, 100%, I'm all in for it. But he's 31 and couldn't get in at Bayern Munich. Arsenal have moved way beyond Goretzka. And I still can't find a single one.
When you watch him at Villa, you'll see why I'm right.
Yeah, but for Villa,
yeah. But we're talking about Arsenal.
Yeah, but even at Bayern Munich, he was balling out there.
Well, he was not playing at Bayern Munich.
Balling out there.
What, last season?
Why was Goretzka not playing at the World Cup or starting, should I say?
Because he couldn't get in at Bayern Munich last season.
Because he was about to leave. Because he was about to leave.
Why would that make a difference for Germany?
The players who want to leave, they don't pick.
What, for their international sides?
Not usually, no. Who on the end of their contract usually that lot, they don't pick.
What evidence is there for that?
You've seen it.
See, we took Jordan Henderson on a free transfer to the World
Cup. That was a silly Tuchel.
I mean, I agree it's a silly pick, but it undermines the argument.
Everyone knows he shouldn't have gone. Everyone knows.
We took John Stones that was leaving. I mean, I genuinely cannot think of one example where a single manager has gone, I'm not taking that player because they're on a free transfer and aren't leaving. I genuinely can't think of a single example in world football, not one. But please do correct me.
I will. I'll find it.
Okay. I shall eagerly await a bit like why you can win in one season when you've been rubbish for years.
Of course you can.
Well, I mean, I'm still waiting the example. But
hold on a minute. Let's just I can't get my head around it. Like, You're saying, Seb, that Goretzka is better than Lewis Skelly?
Maybe. In general, yeah.
On what metric? I genuinely, apart from experience, I can't think.
Experience. There you go. You've answered it.
Yeah, so I just said, apart from
What
experience, what other metric?
Like actual attributes.
His all-round game is still better. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not as quick. He's just not as quick. He can do anything.
But apart from that,
break through the line. So where he breaks through that line, I wrote a piece on this in January. Saying why he's come in. I wrote a piece on this not long ago. Why he has to come in. He has to come in.
I just don't understand the logic behind it.
On this.
Brilliant, but I don't understand the logic behind it. Like Miles Lewis Skelly is 19 or whatever he is. Look, he runs with the ball. He passes the ball. He's got defensive cover. Look, Goretzka in his prime was a really good player, but there's a reason Bayern Munich have moved on from him. And I'm honestly, God, if we'd signed him and not Bruno, our midfield would be weaker today. It doesn't make any sense. So you think Bruno is worse than Goretzka? Or the same?
I wouldn't say that.
He's the same then?
Well,
otherwise, if he's not the same or better, then our midfield would be weaker.
Obviously, you would take Bruno because he's Premier League proven. Obviously, you take Bruno.
So our midfield would have been weaker then had we signed Goretzka instead of Bruno.
I wouldn't say that's fair either. I wouldn't say that.
But it can't be. But it's got to be one or the other, surely, unless you think it'd be exactly the same.
It'll be familiar. It'll be similar.
How? I mean, I'm genuinely baffled.
How?
Okay, what does Goretzka do? That is, I mean, I'm still.
He breaks the line perfectly. He breaks that line.
So does Bruno Guimaraes. So does Lewis Skelly. Did you not see Skelly's game? I get the commentary. You see the ball.
Yes, I was there. Yes, it was good. Yes,
all of pre-season.
Yes,
brilliant.
Yeah, he was
one of our best players.
Look, Prime Goretzka is better than Lewis Skelly right now, but we've not got Prime Goretzka anymore because he's 31 and deteriorating.
Right, let me load up that article. And I'll read some of the bits that I said.
Okay, then we can understand how you think that he's better than Bruno.
Right, listen. Let me find that article because I've got it.
Can you ask me a question in the meantime, Mike?
Right, listen. Right, listen.
We're trying. You're not set up.
This is what he does. A high-energy player who excels at both starting attacks with quick transitions and is screening defensively with intelligence, acting as a midfield dynamo for both club and country. And his ability to play anywhere across the midfield surely appeals. And is the most effective as a box-to-box due to his energetic, high-pressing ability to link defence to attack.
Okay. Now let me read the scouting report.
And that is a fact. This is what I wrote, and this is what I believe.
Okay. And now,
like Granit Xhaka was in his final years, you would have got that.
I'm not saying that not saying Goretzka is a bad player, by the way, but he's no longer in his prime.
To this day.
Well, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he is not better than Bruno, and I'm not taking him over Miles Lewis Skelly. This midfield is predominantly weaker if he'd come in. But let me just read a quick up-to-date scouting report from, professional scouts.
So, man.
So they agree that his pressing is good, he is physical, and he has elite running lanes with high pass efficiency and is tactically versatile. However, notable weaknesses, he is physically regressing as he gets older. His ball progression is conservative and favours simple passing over breaking the line passes unless it is really open. He has an inconsistent first touch, overcommits defensively, and has got declining lateral quickness and movement, which suggests that they all think he is on the downgrade, which makes him a good signing for Villa, but not for Arsenal.
I mean, that was going to be my next question, right? Would you say Goretzka, Seb, is getting better or worse at the moment?
Well, he's on the wrong side of the age, so obviously in time he's gonna drop back. But I still think right now he'll do a good job. Obviously Bruno, if you want a little bit more, you'd have him, and he's Premier League proven. You'd have him, but all round,
but we would have been weaker had we signed Goretzka over Bruno.
But do you want a good job, or do you want someone that can give you
I want a perfect
10
job.
out of
I want
10?
someone that can lead me to a title. Goretzka can lead you to a title. He's done it many times.
I'm sorry. I'm
Skelly
yes,
never
he
won the
has.
title.
Yes, he has. But I'm sorry. This
Skelly
midfield.
Bruno
never
hasn't
won
done
the
it.
title.
Well, of course he hasn't. He was at Newcastle. But
Even when he was
look,
at England, he didn't.
I'm
do
sorry.
it.
But
I'm
he still
sorry.
won a
So
trophy, though,
okay,
didn't he?
so you would definitely take Goretzka over Bruno then?
I didn't say that.
Okay, then the midfield is weaker had we signed Goretzka.
I didn't. I don't think that's a fair statement either.
Okay, so what is it then? 'Cause I genuinely cannot see how
And
Goretzka is an upgrade on Bruno. I really don't.
What about Lewis Skelly?
And could I just
Well,
say,
again, I don't
could I
see that
just-
either.
could I just
Why
say as well,
become a
Skelly led us
Raider?
to
Yeah,
the
go on,
Premier League
Boris.
title.
Sorry?
Skelly led us
Skelly
to the Premier League title.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
Good.
there you go.
Good.
Well, you just said
Yeah,
you
so
wanted
that,
someone
but that's
who's
what
gonna
you
lead
wanted
to the
Goretzka
title.
for. But
So did Christian
Zubimendi did,
Norgard,
Rice
and he
did, Lewis
weren't
Skelly
good
did.
enough. So did Christian Norgard, and he weren't good enough.
No, he didn't. He played
Yeah,
it
but he did-
approximately.
100
What?
minutes. He was
Yeah,
he was
Right.
part of the squad, but he's not massively contributed to the league title.
playing Skelly in midfield, right? Every time we played him in midfield, I think we've conceded, 2 goals?
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Yeah, he's done, bro. He changed our flipping season, bro.
Yeah,
He
I think
changed our
did.
season.
I
Don't you
think he
agree?
probably did. To be fair, he did. To be fair, yeah.
I mean,
There you go.
I
I
just
think he
genuinely
probably
can't
did.
see.
To be fair, I'll give him that. He
I
probably
just
did.
genuinely can't see why we would have signed Goretzka. Obviously, if we don't sign Bruno because we want to put money elsewhere into the squad, then yeah, Goretzka on a free transfer is good value. But this midfield is better with Bruno. It's better with Miles. It's better with Zubimendi. It's better with Rice. It just is.
Yeah, okay. I think that's fair.
Anyways,
Yeah, okay. I think that's fair.
anyways,
We have won the league with them, so I won't go over that.
anyways,
wanted
we
to-
better wrap up.
Yeah, I need
we
to go
better
to
wrap
bed.
up.
It's nearly midnight.
Yeah, it's nearly midnight. We've been going on for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Everyone has dipped because of it. So, yeah, it's been a lit show. I'm not gonna lie. When you consider Arsenal are arguably the best team in the country, are the best team in the country. No, that's not negotiable. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We got quite. I don't want to say heated, but quite debatable throughout the whole show, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I want to big up, obviously, Josh, AT, of course, Io joined.
That person doesn't like me.
I think he's taking the piss, I really do.
The thing is,
I do know why.
You just need to know. You need to understand that. Doesn't understand.
Doesn't
Yeah,
understand.
listen.
Never mind.
I know he doesn't mean for real, right? He's
Some of the
a
things
chill
I'm
guy,
saying
innit?
are true. Were very true.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
But yeah, where was I? Let's, I guess, end the show by obviously reminding you lot where they can find you. So, Dom, anything coming up?
I'm assuming I get back from work on time. I'll be live tomorrow evening with Sparks and Footy Corner at 8:15. Which means if this show's Tuesday next week, I will be competing with you for airtime. I suspect you'll get more views than me, but there we go. But yeah, I've got videos out this evening on Martinelli and Alvarez in case people weren't bored of it after 2 hours of discussion tonight, this evening. And I'm sure there'll be videos later in the week. You can find me at Arsenal Domination. And I'm on TikTok these days, but I don't understand how it works.
Oh,
The
music the other day killed me,
I've no idea how that happened, by the way.
Because I think
Genuinely not got a clue.
Yeah, when you upload a video, like the audio comes up with like a suggestion. So usually,
I must have ticked one of those. I must have ticked one of those. I have no idea.
Seb, any articles coming up this week?
Yes, I've got one because this has been 20 years since we last moved since we played at the Emirates. I've just done a collage of the best moments of the Emirates, and guess which one's number one?
Reece Nelson scoring against Bournemouth.
No, That's in
Obviously
there.
not.
That's in there, but it's
It's
not
Salmon?
number one.
Obviously, it's not number one.
No, that's number
Max
two.
Salmon?
Max Salmon. Number two. That's
Ooh.
number two.
Is it this season?
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it can't be this season. No, it's
Uh,
not this season. It can't be.
no, sorry,
Just-
last season. I meant last season.
I'm not saying. Possibly.
Oh,
Or possibly the season before.
West Ham. Oh, no, Emirates,
No.
isn't it?
It's not West Ham.
Qualifying for the Champions League final.
Sorry?
Qualifying for the Champions League
Oh,
final.
Atletico Madrid. That's
It's not.
But-
Well, actually, the parade was
It's-
outside the Emirates. Does that count?
No. It's not that. And it's not actually the Champions League Atletico Madrid. But that's right up there. I'd have the Atletico Madrid I had as number 4.
I meant the semi-final win over
Number
last
4.
season.
Number 4. That should be. There's a reason why that could be one, but it's actually number 4.
Oh,
Come on, it's simple. It's a famous moment.
famous moment. Okay.
Famous match, famous moment.
Xavi against Barcelona.
No. It's in the piece, but it's not.
There's been so many over the years.
It's in the piece, but it's not
Yeah,
that.
We'll find out when the article is
It's
released.
in that competition, no.
yeah. I guess. Well, that's what we've got to look forward to.
You'll find out
If
what's
any of you have any guesses,
Max
make sure
Salmon
you
is
drop them
number
in the-
2.
Yeah, but I thought so. Like, definitely Reece Nelson, Max Dalman.
That's in there. Reece Nelson's in there. That's probably Reece Nelson's probably 5 or 6. 5, probably 5 or 6.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a difficult one. Although to be fair, I might.
It happened
Yeah,
not
I might have.
long ago.
Oh, not long ago. Burnley at home.
No, that's number 3.
1-0.
Number 3.
Oh my god.
That's number 3. It's right up there. There's one. That's number 1 at the Emirates.
Yeah, good guys, you'll have to help me out in the comment section, you know. Or,
I think everyone's gone to
or when
bed,
it
mate.
doesn't let you get
There's one obvious
Yeah,
number
yeah.
1 mentioned.
Well, we'll
Oh,
find out when
don't
it
say
comes
that.
out.
It's obvious.
I don't know, Chelsea, the Carabao Cup or something.
No, it's not that. That's not in the piece. The 5-0 against Chelsea's in there, but not that one. Not that one. Not the 1-0.
Yeah. But on that bombshell, guys, I need to go to bed because I've got to get up
Me
early
too. I've got to
tomorrow,
get up
so-
and work.
Okay, you'll find out when it gets.
Yeah.
And you'll be kicking yourself. You'll be kicking yourself. So obvious.
I'm sure, but we will
You
of course
wrote
find
it.
out.
Of course,
But
it's
anyways,
obvious
as I
to
said,
you.
I've
You
got to
wrote it.
Easy. Even many people agree with me. Easy. The best moment of the Emirates.
Anyways, on that bombshell, guys, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, run the likes and put your way out, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Come on, you Reds.